Welcome, everyone, to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the internet champion, always ready, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting.
And I'm your host, the most professional wrestler, TNA star, proud member of this system, the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, Brian Myers. What's up, everybody?
Well, I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. And this show is brought to you by our good friends, Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR.
Oh, I'm swimming in new gets from Ringside.
Yeah, look at this right here.
Got some good stuff.
Yeah, I think one of my most epic weekly purchases of all time as far as like amount of stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
I have a lot too, but yeah, I think we've kind of covered most of it. So
I got a big Ringside order, big Target order.
Same, Target came through for me.
Follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Major W Pod. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and leave a review. Not just any review, a major review. Use the hashtag Major Review. If we select it and read it on air, you'll get a prize. Who wins this week?
Man, it's very thematic. I'm not sure who should sing this. Maybe Brian.
What?
I'm Ted Blanchard. Ted
come on,
DeSock.
no.
I'll do
To the
it.
tune of It's
This
a
is
Small
against
World.
I'll do it.
everything I believe in.
Okay.
It's a show of laughter, of garage beers. There's reviews of Cope and Matt's latest gears. There's still Mark's silver hair, spellbinders, free underwear. It's a small pot after all, but a good one.
Nice.
I like that.
You know what? One of the better songs.
I like that.
Reviews.
Yeah, I don't like that we
so
plugged.
passionate about.
I don't like that we
He-
plugged any of Rush Collectible shit in the review, but hey,
Broski, he was passionate about that. He could sink.
I
his
actually
teeth
do not enjoy that ride. I'm with Brian.
I don't know. That's not how it's still standing. I don't know.
It's a classic. It's an
It
OG.
doesn't matter. Move on.
I'm with you on
You
it.
go on that ride like you watch Coneheads. It's like, yeah, this exists.
Yeah, just
I remember this.
man.
Like
Not for
Also,
the
when I
price
took
you're
my
paying
4-year-old
in there
daughter
and
on
how
it,
much
she
it
loved
costs
it.
to do everything. Gotta go.
if you ever went to it in Disneyland, there's a big the outside is huge. Like, what is this? You got to go on it. And Disneyland has incorporated some Disney characters into it to spice it up. And for some reason, they won't do that in Disney World.
Yeah, I mean that at least would justify it. So, I mean,
Keep
Yeah.
it classic.
maybe if there was like free beer,
Well, there's no beer in Magic Kingdom.
I'd like it a little better.
Oh, man, imagine that. Like a nice lager on it.
Get a nice ice cold one. As you,
Little garage beer on
go
there.
on.
Brian, that's what, back to the three caveats. First of all, we're talking Disney talk. Please go to the, if you're a Patreon member, listen to the bonus on the
I
Disney.
think the most polarizing episode we've ever
Yeah.
done, and that's saying something.
But there's a similar ride in Mexico. I told you to check out. You didn't do it, but you could have gotten loaded on tequila margaritas, then rode that.
I mean, I don't. I'm not actively trying to do that. I mean, I'm just saying it would ease the blow of how bad that stupid ride is.
Got it. All right, the giveaway, courtesy of
wait.
Ringside Collectibles.
I'm sorry, Brian. What are people saying about that episode?
It's like everyone's got an opinion about it, or
Oh, really?
chiming in, or feedback. I mean, it's like
I don't
They
know
all think you're
if
a
polarizing
psychopath?
is the right word because I saw everyone just disagreeing with you.
Yeah,
you're
that's
out of your mind. You're out of your mind. There's people making posts agreeing with me, and reaching
know.
out.
I don't know.
I'm
Reaching out.
I've been getting texts about it from several people. I mean, a lot of people.
yeah. Papa Bear Paul.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paul called me and goes, yeah, you guys had to get a few digs in there, huh?
Guys, that's $9.99 and up on MajorMarks.com. The elite level. It's a wonderful bonus episode. We literally just shot the shit for about an hour. I had such a blast doing it. I talked about it with people for the next couple of days. If you haven't checked it out, check it out.
And I thought I was very fair, and I agreed with Brian on certain opinions.
Me too.
But Mark, it even got into group chat with me, Brian, and the wives. That's how deep this got.
Oh,
bad.
really?
We're going back and forth.
Like I said,
It got deep.
Couple of Cardonas
Our
over
most
here.
engaging conversation of all time.
Yeah, it's up there. Go listen to
Cardona's
it.
here, ruining it for everyone else.
All right.
I was defending Brian Brodsky the whole time. He's not one of those guys.
No, not at all. All right, the giveaway, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles. Find the pin post on X, repost it to be eligible. Last week, the prize was Sting! The winner of Sting is...
The winner of Sting is John Klinsman, CTP.
You win!
Brothers
And-
got free Sting.
He's a certified turf grass professional.
Baseball coach.
That's pretty cool.
I
You know,
might
I never
need to
look at
contact
these.
you. I might want some turf instead of grass in my new house.
Well, you got to
I
call
feel like
John
in Florida,
Klinsman.
that's the move, right? Then you
I-
never really
I
have to
don't
worry
know.
about it.
I don't know.
I think
That would
once
be
a
the
year
move.
you have to redo like the rubber a little bit, or somebody come and do. That's it.
We'll
I think.
see. Well, this week the prize is good old HBK from the vault, ringside exclusive.
Great fig.
Great fig. All right, MajorMarks.com, Patreon.com/MajorPod, the fan club, the family, the community, the subscription service. Join today. Every single week we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we got, Mark?
First time in the line, Adam Thornton. Classic superstar Richard Pearsall.
Thank you guys so much. Listen, you get this podcast early and ad-free, access to the Facebook group. You get 2 bonus pods a month. We just talked about it. We plugged it. The Disney episode. You got to check it out. And we just recorded Coneheads. Oh,
Rusky
boy.
loved
Major movie review.
Spoiler, I was not a fan.
Rusky
Was not
hates
a
to
fan.
laugh.
But listen, then you have Silver Linings with Smart Mark, Let Him Breathe with myself. Figure Dissected with D Freedom. D, we're still waiting on your year-end reviews. We're waiting on you.
It's his
Captain's
thesis.
Log, Joe Shoes. He's Happy Hour. We got a lot of bonuses every single month.
Hey, real
Plus
quick
the whole
about the-
backlog, years of bonuses.
Yeah, so about the Joe Shoes Captain's Log. So the December episode was his conversation with his idol, his Mets idol,
Greg Jeffries.
Greg Jeffries, and we talked about it a lot on the podcast. Unfortunately, the file was corrupted, so we were able to put it up, the video and audio, but the audio is not great. It's very early '90s computer recorded sound, but it is listenable, and you can. It's only about 30 minutes, so you don't have to like kill yourself for 3 hours. But it's up there, so we apologize for the audio. But he will be back this month with a regular ass conversation.
Cool.
In February or January?
So we still will be a January one
Oh, okay.
coming soon.
Yeah, I think that was the December one was Greg.
Yeah,
thing.
Jeffries was
Right,
December.
yeah.
It was just a little late. We put up a little
Yes.
late.
Late
Well,
corrupted
the file-
files.
We had issues with this file.
Okay. What else is going on? MajorMarks.com.
Oh, just chugging along.
Well, guys, the hard foundation up, you get the card. This is the last month of this current set. Next month starts a brand new set of cards. So,
And
Guys.
we saw the working art
Ooh.
for card
Let's not
set.
spoil, but collaborative effort to make these pretty damn cool.
I do think this is the most work that's gone into a card set. And I don't mind, I think the fans will enjoy it. I do love providing extra value. But man, this is going to take TTD a lot of time every single month. But it's worth it for you
I'm
guys.
against that as well, but
I don't know because I think
I did it for the rock.
it's taken
I did
him a
it
lot.
for the major marks.
It's taken him a lot up front, but I think the idea is that
To have
once
like a
he's
template,
created the
make it a little-
template, it's
Yeah.
going to be easier to pop things in.
Well, we'll
It
see.
actually might end up being a little bit more work for us because there's like maybe
Copy.
bios and copy. Yeah.
Yeesh.
So
All right.
Gotta hire Ravishing Robert.
If you want to advertise your product or service, hit us up, majorpodcast@gmail.com. All right, some follow-up. This week I did GCW in Columbus. Then I went to Limitless Wrestling. Look at all those people at GCW in Columbus. Just disrespecting me.
Jeez.
Middle fingers in the face.
It's a
I don't
salute.
like it. I don't like it.
So many 9-year-old, 10-year-old kids just flipping me off at these independent shows. It's crazy. Even at AEW shows, to be honest.
Well,
Their parents just let them flip. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Mark,
team,
it felt right, like a glove.
Right.
You coming out with me, even though you messed up that one spot, and I was yelling at you. I was screaming, Mark.
I had no idea. I was in the moment. The crowd was chanting
feeling
Chelsea's
himself.
better. I was getting really upset about it.
Feeling himself.
You
But
sent that video to me of you yelling at me. I sent it to a bunch of my friends. They all loved it.
Well, because it starts off very calm, like Mark, 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 Mark. Limitless, great show, under 3 hours. Love
Yeah.
that.
Nice.
Yeah, they nailed it.
Great merch town for me.
Yep. Yeah,
I
me
will
too.
say this: I'll throw some people under the bus. Like nobody's selling merch. What's going on here?
More for you.
Well,
Not
there was
nobody. There
definitely
were some.
4 WWE ID people on that show. These people are in the news.
That's
These
insane.
names are out there. They are
That's insane.
known now, and
I yelled at Aaron Rourke.
none of them
Insane.
did merch.
That's
Not
insane.
even an 8x10. Not even a picture.
That's insane.
Couldn't believe it. I
But-
cleaned up. I had to go get a mop because that's how much I cleaned up.
The
on
money
merch.
aside, like
the connection.
yeah, just meeting your fans and having that's pitiful.
I was actually very upset. Doors open 4:30. Show starts at 5. Half-hour line. It's 4:45. I'm doing so good. I have a couple of people there. I'm talking to I wouldn't say a line, but a couple people. And then I realized I'm match 2. I gotta
Oh,
go.
you did double duty, Mark?
I did do double duty.
Wow.
Yes.
Mark tried to get me to do a run in his match. I said, Mark, no, I'm not going to ruin my appearance.
Oh my
It was the
God.
promoter's idea.
But great show, great opponent.
But wait, there was somebody doing merch with us, broski.
Yes,
Sydney Bacabella, Brian, was right next to us.
I'm a big fan of this guy.
I gave him every cap date going forward.
Big fan of this guy. Hall of Famer. He's in the what's that other wing that they do? Right?
Adjacent wing, yeah.
What's that wing? Like Bruiser Brody, they put him in that wing. What's that wing?
God, where they just do those weird little
Yeah, he's in
quick
that wing,
mentions when They
right?
come back from a break.
He's in that one, right?
Oh, cool.
Well, he calls himself a former WWF Hall of Famer because they kicked him out, actually.
Oh, is that what it is? They kicked him out.
yeah, they kicked him out
Okay.
of the Hall of Fame. Sydney
Very impressed with
Bacabella
him.
there with Channing Thomas, his client. They're awesome. Their merch practices are unbelievable. Too much for
and
me.
How was that for you, bro? Did you witness him at all at the merch table?
He was right next to me. I think he was like, I'd put him in the Enzo category. Like, I liked him for a little bit. I don't know if I could deal with him every weekend. You know what I'm saying?
The Enzo category.
Like, I loved him in that moment.
Small doses, yeah.
If I had to do it again, not so sure.
Yeah, but the cool thing is that's him at the table, not him.
right,
as a
that's
human
also
being.
true. Yeah, it's a shtick.
He's a very normal human being. When you
I was
talk to him
impressed.
as
But
a
I was
guy.
impressed with Limitless. Desmond Cole, very, very impressed with him. Didn't realize he was a
Good.
Long Island guy, fellow Long Island guy. We had-
And he was in the Jabberwockies. I found out. I had no idea.
I had to tell him, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, not like exposing this. Like, if I was in the Jabberwockies, I'd be putting videos up every single day, dancing
that's
and doing
crazy.
tricks. Like, what are you
At
doing?
least once a week, right? Like
Once a
remind-
day, once a week.
That's the first I'm hearing of this.
Right, me too. And I've worked with him for the past year, literally, a program and beyond, and had no idea.
Wow.
I will say, never heard of him before, never saw him before, was blown away by how good he was. And then to hear that after the fact, he didn't tell me that until after the match. Even more impressive. And
When he walks out, you just like it's just entertaining. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? You're like, oh,
Yes.
I know why people really love this guy. His music is so good. He gets the crowd going. It was awesome. But Broski, I don't know how this happened. You're holding him. I've got the belt.
Oh, here we go.
Brian, I you wouldn't believe it, but
I don't believe it.
Desmond moved. I hit Broski with the
could've
belt.
got the "you fucked up" chant and everything.
Good God.
But
Yeah.
it was fun.
Did not win the match, but did not fly home either. I flew to New York because I went to the Ariel Helwani show. I was on there in studio. Couldn't do a little Zoom thing. Had to go there in person. Went there. Look at that. First of all, being in this studio, I'm like, I have some big goals for Major Pod. This was as professional as it gets.
It's pretty
Like,
cool.
I gifted him a Dusty Rhodes big rubber guy.
I saw it. He was very fired up.
I told him to smell it. He sniffed it.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to have like a 20, 30-minute conversation. We were like an hour and a half.
Wait, Broski, is that a shoot background or is that a fake window? What are we looking at there?
You know what? I'm not quite sure, actually.
Stop.
I'm not quite
Stop.
sure. Not quite sure.
You were there. You don't know?
No, I didn't like go up and look. You know?
It can't be real.
Because you walk in like live, you know? You walk
Right.
in, you're not like shooting the shit before. You walk in and you're on.
Yeah, he's live. He does his live.
That's
It's like
cool.
a show.
So,
Broski, I listened to 90% of it. I thought you did a great job.
oh, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I listened to a little bit of it last night. I thought it
Tough
was great.
questions. You navigated those really
Oh,
well.
man,
Yes.
some of those I was like,
Right?
At one point, he asked a question, and I thought to myself, well, the podcast is on the line right now, Broski. Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Well, did I do the right thing, Mark?
Oh, yeah, you did.
I want to thank
You nailed all
WWE for
those
that
questions,
PR
too.
training.
What's that?
I want to thank WWE for that PR training.
PR,
Right,
free
exactly.
PR training we Broski and I got.
But yeah, great. I don't want to say interview, conversation. And yes, there were some hard hitting questions, which I kind of anticipated, always ready. But a lot of fun. The time flew. We plugged the Big Rubber guys, plugged the big Hammerstein
He was
Ballroom
like-
show. Look at that. He even
made him
tweeted
like
like
an instant fan.
extra love for the tweet.
Yeah.
You know, and I told he's the first. I don't want to say civilian, but first non-major pod employee who has this figure.
So you
this will
could
be
tell that he
available.
was like truly a 80s LJN kid, and he was like getting all the feels. Like,
Right.
that was cool.
He knew about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So
God, it was great.
go check out the interview. It's still on the YouTube channel. Yeah, it was an honor to be there. Really boned me up for things we could do for the pod. Like, every day I set goals. When I wake up, I set like 5 goals for myself, or just repeat 5 goals for myself, 5 things I'm grateful for. One thing is like how I want to grow the pod. Just being there, I'm like, how fucking cool is this? One day I want to have like an in-studio show where we're flying in guests. Maybe that's a big dream, but
would be a pretty cool place to be.
yeah, right? That'd be fucking sick. But we were just talking like doing MMA figures, like all these guys and girls.
Then he was saying it. It's just like, I feel like they've like continually not taken off MMA figures because I don't think the fan base is kiddie at all. You know,
Right.
They're man. Obviously, this is not the case for everybody, but a lot of MMA fans are just macho dudes. Like we mentioned, the Steve Negrons are people who just watch sports. You know, like they grow up, they just watch sports, they just play sports. They have no interest in this.
Right. So
that's why I think, and he even said it, those round 5s did good because they're just like cool statues, you know. Those, you know,
but I think that's what our Big Rubber guys could be too, like in fighting
right, 'cause then you
poses.
don't- yeah, so I do think if it were to happen, a Big Rubber guy wouldn't be a bad play on it because I don't think you need like a action figure per se because there's nobody
Right.
in
Right.
that wheelhouse that's
For sure.
you know, a fan of both. Very little.
Well, you did a great job, Broski. I'll tell you this, of promoting the Hammerstein show. And I was just thinking to myself, man, Brett should slip you an extra envelope or something because that was just, you promoted that show so good. You promoted GCW and Brett so good.
Yeah,
try-
maybe like just don't put you on Spirit Airlines.
Can he at least get you a good flight?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I appreciate the major marks who checked out the New York video I put out there. I appreciate all that. But even that, Brett was like, "Oh, can I get the file to put on my YouTube?" I'm like, "No, I paid for this. You can retweet it."
I have a question about that video. Did poor Bob have to drive you around all those locations?
No, no.
You're lying.
I swear to God. What do you think? What do you think? My dad's filming it behind me? No,
I wouldn't put it past you.
professional team. They do not want to be named, so I won't name them. But I want to thank them so much. It was a great time, and hope to work with them again in the future. But great video. I really appreciate the help. I appreciate the people who watched it. But yeah, that brings me to my next point. We have the Major Night Wars coming up this Saturday night, or this weekend, really. Sunday night. I'm sorry,
by the
Sunday
way.
night. Hammerstein Ballroom, New York City. Myself versus a mystery opponent. Guys, who's it going to be? I legit don't know. I honestly have no idea who's going to be.
Well, that looks like Leo Sparrow, to be honest.
Well,
right there.
That's
This
like
match
TJP.
has been
That's TJP.
snake bit. This will be the 8th match, or will this be the 9th match that was tentatively planned?
Is
We're gonna
it you
find out.
versus the judge's gown, and you get it on right this time.
Yeah, the judge's gown is on the wrong way, I've been told. Listen, I've never put on a judge's outfit before.
It's still fun though.
But it will be going head-to-head with TNA Genesis. What do you got, Brian, at Genesis?
I do have a match. It's not announced yet, so I don't want to
Oh, okay.
Actually, by the time this comes out Friday, yeah, it'll be out.
Yeah.
But it will be myself and Eddie Edwards against Eric Young and Steve Macklin. A little tag team action.
Ooh, and that's
Actually
main
excited.
show?
What's that?
Main show?
Yeah, main show.
All right. The system
Very
is
excited. Two dudes I really respect, so it'll be fun to be in the ring with them.
Nice.
I don't know who I want to win that match. 'Cause
Two dudes that go hard, too, so I'm going to have to,
yeah.
couple energy drinks there. To get
Man,
going.
I've never wrestled Macklin, but I've watched him, and woof, that spear in the corner, oh, baby.
Yeah.
Guys, I think I'm going to have a good old-fashioned watching wrestling weekend here. Collision is taped on Thursday, so I'm home all weekend.
Oh,
I
wow,
might watch
look at you.
both of these.
Look at you.
Flip back and forth.
Do you guys do anything this weekend?
I was off and loving life. Just dad mode. Took my kids to some birthday parties they were invited to. Celebrated VSK's birthday Saturday.
Oh, yeah, how was that?
Nice little dinner, a little brothered out dinner with some of the guys. Very nice.
VSK's looking jacked in those recent
He is
photos.
jacked.
He's got the long hair now.
Yeah.
He's great.
Sexy boy.
He's still wrestling,
Not your
or what's
boy
he
toy.
doing?
Wrestling everywhere.
He's still
but
wrestling. Yeah, he's still
maybe he's
wrestling.
wrestling you in Hammerstein Ballroom.
I would love that. I would love that.
That would
Gary,
be
you
cool.
threw a good
Yeah.
one.
Well, I just did that AEW in Athens, Georgia, which is outside Atlanta. It was
Did you
fun
have
night.
some travel issues getting there with the snow?
Man, it was stressful, but I ended up only being a little bit late. But there was certainly some travel issues. I got there a little late. All good. Made it to Limitless. We talked about Limitless. I drove 5 hours home by myself Sunday night. It got a little dicey, but I made it, and here we are. Whew.
So this is very serious. We've all seen these fires in California, and our thoughts go out to everyone who was affected by that. But someone that really was affected, someone we know personally, Jeremy Padawer, house burnt to the ground.
Insane.
He
That's
posted all
crazy.
this on social media. Brian and I were texting him, everything gone. He left thinking he'd be back the next day. Didn't
Right.
take anything. And all his collectibles, and he has some one-of-one stuff, some crazy rare stuff. Luckily, the silver lining here, no pun intended, Mark, is that his family safe, he's safe, his pets are safe. But man,
It's just devastating, man. I can't stop watching the news. It's just so I don't know, just mind blowing to me. This is happening.
it's
Crazy sad. I mean, like Jeremy's kids' high school's burned to the ground. Think about that. Like, what do you do?
I can't even. I try to imagine myself in the situation and what I would do or how I'd be feeling, but I can't because this is like the unimaginable. It's so devastating. Jeremy put out a lot of stuff this week. He wants to talk to me. Maybe he'll come on the pod about the importance of insurance and being prepared for stuff like this. And it really got me thinking. It puts a lot of things into perspective, right? We talked about the past couple of weeks, like purging some things. It's like, if everything were to, if this were to happen to me, what would I rebuy? It's like a crazy way to look at things, but it puts things into perspective. Like, what do I need to keep here? What do I need? What do I really need in this collection?
It's
We
crazy.
have irreplaceable things in our collection, but in a situation like this, it's like it doesn't even matter, right?
Right.
No,
Doesn't
it doesn't. No, it doesn't matter.
It's crazy.
I
I said, his kids don't have a high school anymore. Think just your whole community is burnt to the ground.
And
Right.
and forget about figures and collectibles for a second. Like, okay, now, now photos past 5-10 years, maybe 15, everything's digital. You lose something, it's on your iPhone, it's in the cloud. I'm just thinking like family photos.
I saw a lady on the news that said that's what she went in and got because they were irreplaceable.
Yeah, like wedding photos, home videos.
She basically said my kids are in their 20s, so the photos I have of them aren't on my phone. I had to go get all that.
Right. It's like,
God, what a
and
scary thing.
the more I think about it, the more sick to my stomach I get, and the more my heart goes out to everybody who was affected in any way whatsoever.
It's terrible.
Jeremy,
Still
we know
going on.
personally.
It's a week.
That's
As
the
of
thing.
recording
It's
this, it's a week straight.
still going on.
There's been a lot of friends we have in the business and people that have had evacuated, and it's just scary.
So scary. Jeremy is someone who we know very, very well. So he's the person that I know that's been directly affected. Of course, how many people, hundreds, thousands, people have died. I mean, this is just beyond devastating. Devastating is not even the word. So like I said, our thoughts go out to everybody who's affected in any way. And Jeremy, someone who is such a big advocate for collecting, and just if anybody can rebound from this, and it's him, how positive he is about everything. And oh man, just seeing his posts on social media is like I can't even read this whole thing, but like I'll slow it down. I don't want to butcher it, but
Well,
dear
he
friends.
Said, oh, okay. Go ahead.
Dear friends, I've collected stuff my entire life. All of that is gone. I'm at peace with it. My family is safe. Pets are safe. I pray for my neighbors in the Pacific Palisades. Because I've been rich, poor, and everything in between in my life, I'm very pragmatic and realistic. We are insured. The loss is unimaginable, but the financial impact, assuming the insurance companies do their part, will be negligible. Let me share my lifelong collecting dream with you. A dream that's now lost. I thought I would be an old man surrounded by amazing things at a named auction celebrating all the rare, cool, one-of-a-kind things I collected during my entire lifetime. Some items incredibly valuable, others less valuable, but all in celebration of the things that made up my interests, passions, and career. A celebration of a life spent making and collecting things, curating things, and shaping culture. I'm going to mourn that auction. I can't read what it says here.
It won't ever happen.
It won't ever happen. It's like, I don't need it to happen either. I've been incredibly blessed with other dreams that more than make up for the loss of this one. That collecting dream. I've set on a ship to sail into the deepest, bluest sea. Also, that dream was trivial, and it's okay to have some trivial dreams. I've had other dreams come true that are far more substantial than that. Includes my wife, kids, family, friends, pets, experiences, colleagues, and business in a category that I absolutely adore, toys and collectibles. Now to the part I realize after 18 hours of thinking through this is not trivial. Our community, our kids' school, our neighbors, our neighborhood, our grocery store, our library, our playgrounds, our places of worship or spirituality, our friends' homes and things. Things out of my power to ensure or protect as is out of my control. The feelings of others, the lost dreams of others, the young people doing everything right who lost everything and can't see their dream right now. The old people whose dream was realized and lost. This really breaks me up. An entire community temporarily, sorry Mark, I can't see the rest.
Temporarily gone, and I pray for that loss of, and I pray that loss of life is minimal.
I pray for the safety and security of those who lost important things, trivial things, dreams achieved, and future dreams big and small. Don't get me wrong. It's not lost to me that I have had the freedom to dream and that not everyone shares that freedom. Anyway, I now know what I'd take from my house if I had 15 minutes. Nothing, as it turns out. I thought we'd be back today. So back to the bigger points. 1, dream your dream. 2, get insurance. 3, don't wait for old age to celebrate something really cool. 4, dream more than one dream. Mark, I can't, sorry.
And 5, people matter way more than stuff.
I appreciate everyone who has reached out. And yes, that collectible is gone too. The one you thought was cool. It's okay. Man, I mean, just the fact that he put that out there and shared that with the world, it has like a positive spin on everything.
Well, he's posted a lot of stuff too since then, and they've all been sort of a really, really positive take. And in a world where we, the three of us and our community, have looked up to Jeremy so much over the last 4 or 5 years, getting him on the podcast, getting him on Boozin', his advice to us is always awesome. His talks have been great. He's been like this rock, or this like just this guy that we sort of like put up there and really like love his drive.
Yeah. And
even in this, he's doing the same thing for, I think, a lot of people in very similar situations.
Sure.
So I appreciate his leadership and his positivity in this situation for sure.
Yeah. So Jeremy, we love you. We'll have him on soon. But yeah, right now, like you said, Brian, it's still going on in California. So
Insane.
Stay safe out there. I'm really at a loss for words when it comes to this whole situation. It's just, like I said, beyond devastating.
Can I also say, with in regards to the collecting thing, this obviously you guys too, it made me think about a lot of that stuff, about what I have and what really matters. And
right.
I literally think I would grab my hard drives. That's it. And that's not a collectible. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
What's on your hard drives?
Like pictures every Major Pod thing, like our business.
Right.
You know, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast exists on these hard drives right here.
Right.
And that's what I would take, because that's like the future of of us and all that stuff. You know, obviously family things like that, but the collectibles, it's a hobby. You know what I'm saying?
But Jeremy's like, we should all have like some sort of
Insurance.
some insurance, but B, collectibles insurance.
Yes.
I'm really gonna look into mine. I already have it, but I want to make sure it's up to date, like it's accurate, it's insured for enough. But man,
you've gotten so many extra huge pieces since that, like we talked about it.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, for sure. So it just really like, if I was in that situation, what would I rebuy? And I told Jeremy, like, I'm not going to disclose our personal, conversation, but he was just so positive. He said he's still a collector. This isn't going to like deter him. He's somebody who he changed the collecting business for not just wrestling, but I think altogether. And in turn, I think he changed the wrestling business. We talked about it many times with the introduction of those classic superstars. Nostalgia was not celebrated in wrestling. Legends were not celebrated in wrestling until the classic superstars line, as crazy as it seems. Now, I mean, there's Legends deals. People are getting checks from WWE for being a legend. That didn't exist before. That's all can be tracked back to Jeremy.
Yeah.
So, Jeremy, we love you, bud.
Yep.
And we'll keep in touch, and we'll update you guys with him soon. All right, back to figure stuff. We did the Galoob episode. It's still on our YouTube, the Christmas Galoob episode. Collector Casey Oxidine shares photo of his signed Galoob Brian Pillman figure.
Yeah.
Did you see this, Brian?
Of course.
Now, you don't have a signed one.
No. I've never even seen one that I thought to be real, and this one I do think is real.
He has a backstory to it. It looks like it's in a Bic pen.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Of course,
at the
makes
time,
sense. Yeah,
right?
for sure. I was surprised you didn't slide into his DMs or
Oh,
something.
of course I have.
Okay.
I don't think it's exactly for sale.
Everybody has a price.
From the discussions, yes, of course.
Everybody's a price.
Right.
Yeah.
Our good buddy
Very cool to
Kaz.
see, though. I mean, like we were talking about Rick Rude last week. Like,
Yeah.
that's 2 in a row that I had not ever really seen. So pretty.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, our good buddy Kaz from Japan, one of our good buddies in Japan, our sponsor.
Our sponsor.
He met up with Ember Moon, who was just in Japan, got her NXT figure signed, Athena, and got it
Did you
signed.
let her out of her ROH contract? What you doing in Japan?
Yeah, a lot of AEW guys.
Come on,
and
Kaz,
girls.
with the plain black.
That actually doesn't look that bad, though.
I know, but come on.
It's clear.
Spice up some red right there.
But the back signed by Bill McKenna.
Oh, that's cool.
Not bad.
I was wondering where you were going with this.
Not bad.
So Bill's proud of not coloring the deco on her glove on that particular figure.
I'm not sure.
You let him live his life.
D, back me up on that. That
Good job, Bill.
Mackenzie has that figure, right? There's no. It's like
He's
one
just
of, it's like
blinking.
one of the biggest Mattel errors of all time, I think.
All right.
He's just
Well,
blinking.
to make sure there's no more Mattel errors, Chelsea Green, my hot wife, the hot mess, the first ever Women's United
there we
States
go.
champion. Now listen to this. When she wore this gear when she won the title, I said, you better get that fucking still photo because Bill only works off studio shots. Okay, listen to this.
Weird
Still
threat,
photo,
but I totally understand it.
still photo was not set up that day. What are the odds?
On a pape?
What are the odds?
Oh,
so,
it's made of
Never in my WWE career was there no still photo.
Brian, I'll tell you a time there was not still photo.
When?
When I wore the USA gear, there was not still photo set up. I made somebody take pictures. I made the photographer take pictures of me against a white wall to send to Mattel because I knew that.
I have no recollection.
That was
My
in
entire
Baltimore. No still photo.
Not being. What?
So anyway, so Chelsea Green, she took still photo, put the gear back on, took photos with the title, and she tagged everybody. Mattel, WWE, Corporate Steve, Bill, Rob. So hopefully something happens. That looks like a
proactive and brothered out move, I should say.
I think we need an elite with this. Debut that women's title. Get that Zack Ryder leg in there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Love it.
last week, I was talking about the hashtag iconic major shirt. I wanted to see.
Okay, buckle in, Brian. This is going to be a good segment.
I was talking about all the major pod shirts. We were talking about T-shirts, are they in, are they out, blah, blah, blah. I said, guys, tweet us using the hashtag iconic major shirts. There were a lot of great ones, but I decided I was going to do the top 5, and I will send a prize to the winner. But first, there was an honorable mention. Let's show the honorable mention. Here it is.
So this is top 5 major wrestling figure podcast shirts as far as iconic goes.
Yes,
what you're
well,
saying.
based on the photos that were sent in.
Okay.
Based on the photos that were sent in, Captain Joe shoes in memory of Yokozuna, 2020 to 2021. This is an honorable mention.
Passed away on stage at the Live 8 or whatever it was.
Coming in at number 5. Look at this
Already
one.
this is a fail, but
Riggs 25. Brian, look up in your phone. Look at this shirt this guy's got. He's got the collect them all of the ringside figs, holding up the major bulls, and he's wearing the mask.
why?
We didn't make that mask.
Didn't you sell your mask that you
No,
did the
but that
commercial?
one was never even made.
That one wasn't even made.
Wow, that's cool.
So this is based off the mask alone, I had to give him the number 5 spot.
Oh, this is you. Okay. I'm like, this isn't voted on by the fans at all.
Well, no, it's voted on by me, the only one who actually, collects all this stuff. Next up, number 4, this one, Dat Barisha, the Stomp in Paradise shirt. What? That's a classic.
No question. This one's great. This one's great. This is the top major shirt. You can wear it. Nobody thinks anything of it.
Right.
It's a good tank top. It's a good cutoff. You can wear it to the beach. This is a top shirt. And
Yeah, that counts.
as far as the amount sold, tons,
Yes.
it is great. It is like iconic logo for us, for sure.
Number 3, Bro Spice with the Hold the Plane.
That's iconic.
The famous segment where Smart Mark, was he asking me to hold it or Brian to hold it?
I suggested
Both.
that maybe you say,
No, okay, yes. Mark and I were late, and you were on the connection because we were coming from different areas, and he said, well, why can't Broski just tell him to hold the plane?
yeah, which you guys have made such a big deal about. But now that I am a seasoned traveler, it has happened multiple times. And All Ego, Ethan Page, our good friend, literally held the plane for me once in Detroit while I ran from
Like,
one place to the
not
other.
a real option, though.
Never heard of that.
Well, it worked and it happened, and I could have him on the podcast to explain what he did. But they literally waited for me because he asked. And there's been many times on the plane where they'll be like, we're just waiting. We're not going to close the door because there are some people coming from.
I've heard that.
Okay, that's
before.
different. If they know like 2 people missed their connection or late, they're not going to hold the plane. If they're like this entire plane of people, who need to hit this, then.
Well, I truly believe that Ego held the plane for me. But anyways, this shirt, I remember seeing him at this Beyond show long ago. I don't even think I did AEW here. Him coming up with this shirt, and I just popped so much because I didn't think anybody on the earth would have bought this shirt. Doesn't even say Major Pod. Doesn't even say Smart Market. Doesn't say
I love
anything.
it.
It just literally says "Hold the Plane," which is
Hold
like,
the plane.
what is that? Is that a Die Hard 2 shirt? What are we talking about?
Kind of rules, though.
Number
Okay.
2 on the iconic major shirts, Mary Kate with the swaggle on the cart.
I can't believe this is 2.
1, bro.
I don't think you'll see number 1. I think this is
unbelievable.
What a great moment, a historic moment, a historic shirt. That's a nice Han Solo there. I wonder where she got it. But
Right.
Mary Kate with the swaggle live 6. Can you believe we're almost up to 21? And that's
That's
live
crazy.
6.
I love it.
And number 1, man, this has got to be it. I am the Bosch man with the custom. Well, it's not custom because we did sell it.
Come on.
The purple Best Wishes shirt, which gave him the name Purple Best Wishes Shirt Guy. This is when we had the Best Wishes Bar and Grill. You see me and Brian wearing the shirt. It's a gray shirt. But I said, let's do up a purple one on Pro Wrestling Tees. And he bought it.
Broski
and he was
popped so much because he had the different shirt.
the different shirt. And I think this was live 3. and he's at the after party, and I remember he was just
100%.
like
Maybe the most this is
iconic.
This is a bold statement. Maybe the most intoxicated live show ever.
It was wild.
Live 3. I went home and the sun came up, and my wife was like, looked at me like I was asshole.
But I remember telling the story back on the pod and was saying, and this fucking purple best wishes shirt guy.
Yeah, right. He'd stayed the whole time. He was buying shots. We were buying shots. But you know about this shirt, which is funny. I still have this gray shirt,
Yeah.
and it's in my rotation like a top shirt.
It's a great shirt.
It's definitely one of my favorite. So pod shirts come and go. You get them. You say our faces on it, whatever. It's a funny thing for that week or month or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
this is
that's
one that
my problem. Like sometimes, like that Swaggle one to me is iconic.
yeah.
Sometimes the gags, you know.
But best wishes shirt.
on.
This shirt you wear to the airport. You don't think any. You know, you
Right.
can wear this in public. It's like it's just a tee. It's a printed tee with a cool logo on it.
Man,
But it
the
means
best
something.
wishes
Yeah.
bar and grill.
Best wishes bar and grill. It's interesting. It's fun. Yeah, I love it. Great
So, Bosch, man, DM me. I will be sending you a little prize. Thank you for everyone who participated. Thank you for everyone who sent whoever. Thank you to everyone whoever bought a shirt, wore it in public, especially posted about it. I know, like, man, there were so many great posts about it. So I appreciate you. And this is just the top 5 that I picked. So thank you so much, guys. Let's go to
Worth mentioning, Broski, that every one of these shirts is still available on ProWrestlingTees.com.
I think all those are
Major
still. I think some of them are still available. Most of them, for sure.
Yeah.
So-
but we have years and years of awesome shirts, plus
Oh yeah.
less intense designs, more intense designs.
Yes.
Hoodies.
And
wow, I'm looking. There's
even
some
Joey
things.
Hudson posted like a video, which didn't, I couldn't. We weren't going to post a whole video, so he couldn't win. He wore a major shirt like all November long, every single day, different major related
That's
shirt.
amazing.
I love that.
There's so many cool ones.
Yes. All right, guys. Major Mark Kyle Peterson. This is big. He selected the Road Warriors Animal, or was it the whole Road Warriors? I'm not sure. Was it both? D? Wow. As his number 2 favorite figure of the year.
Shit.
All toy lines.
He's
All
a
wrestling.
tough critic too, so that's
That's
take
that's
that.
big. Number 2?
yeah. What was 1, D?
We don't know, but it wasn't us. But we were number 2, and we're not. This wasn't his number 2 big rubber guy. His number 2 wrestling figure. I believe it was his number 2 figure of the year.
Interesting.
So that
Well
is
done.
big. That speaks a lot
Well
about the
done.
big rubber guys. So thank you, Kyle. Speaking of big rubber guys, Jamie Baga Noble posted a bunch of big rubber guys up. Look at
I
this.
actually didn't see this.
He's got the Bulldogs, the Hearts over there. You can tell he fixed those up. LOD, the Powers of Pain. So, Jamie, follow him on social media. He's got a big
No
fig fed
pressure.
going. He's got a big fig fed going
I
on
gotta
over
say,
there.
clearly, he enhanced those heart foundations, but man, if that pink was that vibrant, those LJNs would be much more timeless. I'd say.
Yes. So there's a little custom Bret the Hitman heart over there. Jamie loves his big rubber guys. So we appreciate that, Jamie. And speaking of someone who loves their big rubber guys, I didn't see this one coming. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
This was cool
Unbelievable.
as shit to see, man. Holy
showed
cow.
off. Do we have the video clip or just a picture? What do we got here? Oh, okay.
Any additions that you've brought in, and I think there's something behind
Oh
you,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
My-
the trinkets.
Yeah. Dusty Rhodes Magnum TA right over my shoulder. I ordered these months ago and couldn't wait for them to come in to be able to put them in here. We have a ton of racing stuff in this room, but if you look around, you'll see like there's some Elvis album covers, Jimi Hendrix poster. There's some other stuff in this room that
Yeah,
'cause-
you don't really get to see the other
Yeah.
cool stuff.
because we are, we all have other interests outside of motorsports and our own careers, so it's kind of fun to drop in a couple of those. I was a really big I couldn't wait till wrestling on Saturday morning after the cartoons. Wrestling would come on. It was NWA, and it was Dusty and Magnum were a tag team. Magnum was injured in a car accident which cut his career short, and it was very sad for me. He's out still around signing autographs and so forth, so he's out there still kicking. But I hated that his career was shortened because I loved him and Dusty as a tag team, and but I continued to be a big Dusty Rhodes fan throughout his time as the American Dream. Now he had different iterations or versions of himself, but the original kind of American Dream was my favorite. And then we had Cody come in and do the show a year or two ago, which is a ton of fun. So yeah, it's kind of cool having those.
Well, thank you, Dylan R. Jr.
Yeah, I mean, that's so surprising and just rules and like
Yeah, a
that,
lot of
guys,
plugs.
like those weren't like sent to him. Like
No.
he bought those as like just a legit customer. So
Yeah,
I
love that he
absolutely-
mentioned he bought them a while ago. Was excited for them to come in.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
So cool. So
Yeah.
cool. And guys, speaking of Big Rubber guys, January, the pre-order is the order. CollectMajor.com. You got Missy Hyatt, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, and Rick Martel. Get these with the titles. Missy, removable skirt, removable microphone. Rick Martel, removable sweater, removable arrogance. What a set. What a lineup. I cannot wait for you guys to get these in hands. The pre-order is the order. Only available until January 20. Take a shot. January 31st. CollectMajor.com. And head on over to CollectMajor.com. The Buddy Christ, maybe my favorite Major Bendy of all time, still in stock. So get that before it sells out.
it's so good.
All right, you guys ready for some news? A lot of news this
Do
week.
it.
I just wanted to bring something up here.
Uh-oh.
We were talking about the shirts, and I just went to the major ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWF Okay, there's like 25 pages of shirts, and I was just kind of looking through them real quick, and
I think we
had
need to
an idea.
retire or something. So if someone's actually a fan, they can like skim through our thing in 5 pages.
Well, anyway, it's insane, and I started to think. I feel like we should do a bonus episode where we just scroll through every shirt and just like
Explain.
explain some of.
Why don't we
these.
do that? Why don't we do that for February for one of them? I
think
that
it'd
a
be
lot.
great.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it
Can
here.
you pull them all up on the screen for us, like on the
Yeah,
episode?
of course.
Absolutely. So let me show you here because this is just absolutely insane. We have these shirts here. FWF Live 3. Okay, made that for 3. This was major players or whatever.
Some
But
of these I've never seen in real life because they
Look
probably
at
don't
this.
exist.
Look at this Shawnee Got Back shirt. We have a picture. We have a shirt
But this happened in real life.
Can you
of
pull
one
this
of our
up?
fans wearing a Speedo.
He's tried to recreate my honeymoon shot with the NWA title, and he's using the faux Major Pod title.
It's unbelievable. There's the Best Wishes shirt.
Look at that's the maroon when Sandman.
Right.
Maroon Best Wishes shirt guy. That's FWF.
So there's a lot of stories. And
3
some of
joke,
these
I
no
believe.
stories. Sunil still rules.
That's the doc we made. But
And guys, this is not even every shirt we make because we had other partnerships, and some of those shirts
Right.
didn't come over here. Let's do that for next month and start from the beginning.
What's
Yeah.
reps for figs? I don't even know what that means.
I think that's a Major Fitness Challenge shirt.
There's that. I love the Major Players Headbanger one.
That's a great one.
So I
Yeah.
wore that on like TNA television. Scott D'Amore was pissed because he knew it wasn't a TNA shirt.
This fucking guy is pretty great.
What about where's Hamburger at?
That's so ridiculous. I don't know if anybody bought it.
Oh, that someone has that. Because I feel like
Haunted
someone wore
Major
it
Mansion?
to TV to mess with Drum Boy.
What about the Kirk Disney shirt?
Oh my! I saw that and I
if
had
you
no
asked
idea
me what that was
was.
without saying that, I would never remember.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great bonus.
This is gonna be a great one. I can't wait the next one. I want the shirts.
What's WCW? But wow.
I think that's because I would say that a lot, like in the Facebook chats, like wow. Oh my god.
Oh man.
All right.
Someone actually designed that and asked us to put it up. I didn't request that one.
All right. Well, pretty cool.
Very cool. All right, let's go do some news. And the news is brought to you by Garage Beer.
Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has a new tag team partner, Garage Beer.
Scratch that figure itch and scratch that beer itch with Garage Beer.
Every tag team needs a name.
And here it is, Major Garage Beer.
Garage Beer is light, refreshing, and made with the highest quality ingredients.
You can choose between the light beer or my favorite, the lime beer.
And with only 95 calories, it's the smart beer to drink.
I'm Brian Myers, the most professional drinker.
I'm Smart Mark Sterling, and I love beer-flavored beer.
And I'm always ready, Matt Cardona. And the Major Garage is always open. Guys, Major Garage Beer, thank you so much for sharing Garage Beer. All the social media posts, we really appreciate that. Use the hashtag Major Garage Beer. Every single week, we will send a prize to the winner. Who won this week?
The winner this week, Justin Walsh, the Major Mark.
Look at that smack.
Justin,
Look at that tall
We
boy.
gotta find the tall boys, bro. We haven't found those.
Is there any better way to watch playoff football than to drink Garage Beer with the
onto
Major
something.
WF Pod? Go Birds. He's got that sign in the back. Pretty awesome.
Guys, we
Sunday-
got
He's got the shirt too, guys.
Sunday, my buddy Chris hooked it up, got me tickets to the Knicks, and I took Merrick's own Matt Serchia, and he had never had a garage beer, so we had a good old-fashioned LIRR garage beer smash fest all the way to the MSG. It was a wonderful way to pregame for the Knicks.
Broski,
Yeah.
this is a screenshot from you. You don't follow Justin Walsh?
That's on the Major Pod.
Oh, well, Major Pod's got to follow Justin
Yeah,
Walsh. Sorry,
he's the Major Mark.
Yeah.
Listen, I love Garage Beer. The fans have been loving Garage Beer. Pro Wrestling Tees did a little, which one do you like better, the Great American Beer or the Garage Beer? They chose Garage Beer. We got some big things planned for Garage Beer in the next couple of months, but we need you guys' support. Go out there, get some Garage
Well,
Beer.
I'm already feeling the support, though. I don't think we have
Yeah.
to beg.
We're not begging. I'm just letting people know we got to keep it up.
It's authentic, which is great.
It's definitely authentic. We got some big plans coming up for the next couple months. But yeah, use the hashtag Major Garage Beer. Try it out. It's coming to your area soon. It's a great light beer. Hey, guess what? It's a beer flavored beer. Beer flavored
That's
beer.
a good thing.
All right, we got some news. Top Rope Collectibles shows off PN News. Not long now. Final packaging artwork. Did they do the pre-order already for this? I don't
I
even
feel like
know.
I
They did.
saw this already. No.
All right,
Or
so
that's just
I
been
don't
updated.
I don't think I pre-ordered this. So hopefully there'll be some in stock. Yeah, you see that it's PN News, Marcus Bagwell, Joey Janela, Mr. Wonderful, Johnny Bad, and Too Cold Scorpio. And yes, that's the news. Too Cold Scorpio. That's a great one. Too cold, Scorpio. I like that. I don't know where Joey Janela fits in the mix here, but I like it.
I feel like whatever, any way to create awareness.
Yes.
Right?
I mean,
So I feel
Joey is very
Modern
social on
guys,
social
old
media.
guys, like whatever, you know.
I dig it. I think they also showed off some Marcus Bagwell stuff this week. But yeah, I don't know if I pre-ordered this, so I'm sure it'll be available afterwards. But let's see. I'm excited to check these out. I'm excited to check them out. Title Run Toys showed off their Mr. Wonderful prototype. Don't know how I feel about it.
That was an epic
That was
pause.
that was some deafening silence by all three of us. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that be. I don't really.
I can tell. So here's the thing. We actually talked about this internally with the major business chat. Some companies, like ours, like the factory, will like mock it up for us. I don't know if this is from a factory or not, or if a fan painted it up. And we know this hand painted prototypes sometimes are a little sloppy, right? And this is, but I don't know. Like maybe I wouldn't have posted this one.
I'm more like not into the mold. Like he's Mr. Wonderful. He looks really skinny.
I'm okay with the mold. I like that he's doing like a bicep pose. He's doing the pile driver. The legs move. Again, we got to see the finished product in hand. Maybe it'll be kick ass. Also, I'd like to see the packaging. We haven't seen the packaging yet. I don't believe.
There's so many times that we see us shot, and whatever the lighting, the angle, the
Yes.
lens used on the camera, like some of these things really can drastically change what a figure actually is. So you can't you can't make your judgments until you actually see it.
Yeah. He's someone like just look at the slappiness of the Mr. Wonderful. Like again, this is a prototype, hand painted. Someone probably just put that on with a paintbrush. It's not a deco hit,
Yeah.
And like the lines going down the back of the boot on it's you can't. That's why I don't know if I would have posted that. You know, like
We'll see.
it looks almost like a custom. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hopefully it's great. Hopefully I wish them well. I hope all these toy lines excel. The more the merrier for everybody. But speaking of a toy line that's really excelling and doing great stuff is Epic Toys. I think they blew everyone away with this latest
was
reveal.
What a bombshell this weekend, huh?
Now we're talking about some figures, pictures here. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Well,
that's
also, we've seen their product now, so we know that's improved and it's better.
Yeah,
so
they're-
like that makes when they drop pictures like this that much more exciting
yes,
because you can envision the realness of the final thing.
right. Their shots, their promotional stuff has been fantastic as of late.
I love this.
These look good. It's Dr. Destiny Williams. I'm not the biggest fan of the soft goods, but I'm okay with it. You know, certain Hasbro's had it.
I think it looks great.
Looks
here.
I think it looks great. I don't know if every figure needed
I
to
think
have
it's a
it.
cool way to make Dr. Death a little more toyetic too.
I agree. I think the face looks great. I think the body that looks like Dr. Death to me. I saw some complaints about the body. Look at the
What?
flames.
No.
Looks awesome.
That's
It
Yeah,
looks
awesome.
awesome.
I think so too. The flames on the boots, the
Yep.
deco hits on the boots. Man, this is a must get. Epic has really been, most improved. Maybe all across the board. I think. Well, Mitch really has improved. We'll talk about him in a bit. But his stuff started so garbage. I guess the Cellas did start pretty bad as well. But these are just.
yes.
These are unbelievable. These are really, it's like a perfect combination. It's like the perfect combination between like a Mitch, which I think is too dumbed down, and a Zombie, which is maybe too detailed for the Hasbros.
Right,
If you want to mix it together, this is like right in the middle, I think.
Yeah.
And the Dr. Death looks great. Also in the line is Barry Windham, who
Cool. I love the alternate hand.
love the alternate hand. This is like, for instance, this vest I don't think is needed.
Right, I agree with you. But same, I think they're just trying to make. It's hard, dudes in trunks. You're trying to make them spice them up a little bit.
Yeah.
I get
This
it.
is
I-
awesome.
first of
love
all,
the vest.
Did not know Barry Windham was available. It's good to know. The face looks great. I love the boots, the attention to detail on the boots, the different knee pads, like you said, the alternate hand.
This is great, man.
I'm not in love with the soft goods, but it is what it is.
I'm opposite. I love it.
Next up, woo! Ric Flair, the Nature Boy. I think this is 10 out of 10. A lot of people complain about the face. I don't know. To me, that's Ric Flair.
The shoes said, someone in the group said it looked like Jeremy Padawer, and now he can't unsee it.
Okay. I see that.
I do see that, but it is a young Ric Flair. I think it's fantastic.
I think it's
But it's
really
a funny thing, but
fantastic.
once you do say that it does look like Jeremy. It does.
I think someone also posted a more head-on shot of the face and it looks a little better. This is kind of like looking up, if that makes sense.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say that the angle is a little different. I think this is very unique in the body shape. It's like the Ric Flair's body likeness is the best Ric Flair
You
body
can't
likeness.
even
on
reuse
everything.
those molds. I mean, between the knee pads and the saggy booby chest. Like
I
that's
also
Flair.
like
Right.
the color. We haven't seen a green Ric Flair.
Right. Like
We've not. I guess there has been a Mattel.
80s Flair here. So
No, I think this is 90s. I think this is WWF. Is it not?
what?
I thought this is WWF.
Well,
D's
to me,
shaking
this
yes.
screams 80s.
No, I think this is WWF with that short hair.
Interesting.
And then last but not least, this is the sleeper, Barbarian.
Yeah, that's cool. That is really cool.
Unreal. Like this is one where like if I had to pick one, I would get the Barbarian. I'm gonna get all of them.
He's one that I was like, well, as a kid, like, how do we not get this version of him?
I couldn't believe it. Like
It
super
looks so much like a
toyetic,
He-Man figure. It's crazy.
awesome figure. I will definitely be getting this. I think my critique the last time when they put out the Powers of Pain, I was like, well, why wouldn't you do a Barbarian like this? And here it is.
Right.
So looks fantastic. That headpiece is removable. I totally dig it.
They're
I love
killing it.
They're absolutely killing it. And I think these are maybe in production already.
Oh wow.
And there's the packaging. You got Barbarian, Ric Flair, Dr. Death.
Man,
Barry
Dr. Death
Windham.
looks like Little John from Prince of Thieves.
Jack Byron says, I posted in the group an alternative angle of the head of Flair next to the event at Royal Albert Hall
there we go.
1991. It's pretty great. So there you go.
Love that. All right, Hassel. Oh, look at it. Oh, there's the Flair, like more straight on.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's good, yeah.
Robe looks awesome. Man, what a set. Phew.
Man. Oh, I like that you could tie it shut too. Ooh, I don't know how I would display it. I like how he had it kind of showing off the physique.
I think
The,
what he
the
had
hands
was
are
cool.
like kind of, he's pulling it open, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Both, huh?
It's
Woo!
yeah.
Awesome, awesome set. Hastel Toy got a bunch of stuff in stock this week. There he is with Sean Mooney.
What a photo.
He had a Sean Mooney announcement. These are coming in. There's so many of these, I think, in stock now.
The Hastel Toy Event Center, I heard.
So it's Dan Spivey, Coco Ware, Lord Alfred Hayes, Sean Mooney, Downtown Bruno, Tony Anthony. 6 figures that I need.
Yep.
I think, like I said, he's really improving. Really improving. I just wish, like, he improved his boxes. His boxes, to me, look like custom or bootleg.
Has he responded to that critique?
He is
at all?
not. He is not.
By the way, somebody said on our YouTube comment that this quote, like, I wonder how much stock Mark owns in Hasseltoy. And I was like, what? Do I really put him over that hard that people would think that I would? I think that's a little crazy.
I will be getting all of these. I mean, my wallet is not going to appreciate.
Coco is high on my list. That's cool.
Yeah. My wallet's not going to appreciate getting 6 at a time, but it is what it is. They're all great. They all came, and he's banging figures out. Can't say that he's not. So
Yep.
love them all. I think they all fit in that Hasbro era 100%. He also showed off the Grapplers and Gimmicks Mutations, Mark Canterbury, Dennis Knight. I will not be sniffing these, but
I mean, they're cool, but
They're
it's just
cool.
not for me, yeah.
not for me.
I kind of
Not-
say the same thing.
For me,
They're
one
very
bit.
cool, but not for me.
If you could guarantee me maybe a set of like 20 really cool, interesting characters of mutated wrestling figures, like maybe I could find a spot for them, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, not for me, but cool.
But like when you're looking at this, it's like, this is really neat. This is the Godwins as if they were mutated. But then it's like, so do you just own the Godwins? Mutated
Right.
figures? And where
Well,
do
I
you
think
put
he has
them?
a Jake the Snake planned, a British Bulldog.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
but
yeah.
even that,
This would be more comforting if you knew for sure there was a collection.
yes.
Yeah.
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 But I really like the idea of it.
The Mil Mascaras official store. This is cool. A limited edition cereal shaped box. It sold out. There was different variants. We had a T-shirt, a mask, and a figure, like a resin model. I think it's a cool idea.
Roy Lucier smarted me up to this. Yeah, very interesting.
Very, very interesting. The figure looked very, very cool too. The mask is nice. The figure's nice. It kind of looks
Neat.
like, what is that? That's like a Toy Biz, right? Or is it Marvel?
Yeah, it looks like the Marvel superheroes.
really cool.
Yeah. I like it, but these are sold out. NWO sold out. This is very interesting. Super 7 reaction, Ghostface Killer with the big gold.
Whoa.
That's
Is
All
that
right,
the-
then.
You think that's the real big gold like license? So they just did like a
No, it's the, I mean,
that look so they just kind of parried it.
they,
Parodied
yeah,
it.
right,
Yeah.
right. This
Yeah.
is the
There's
GFK
Wu-Tang
Championship
symbols
title
on it.
belt.
Still cool as hell.
Yeah.
Still cool.
Yeah.
Wrestling related. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah, look the side plates have Wu-Tang logo.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Pro Wrestling Tees, Brawler Buddy, the Macho King. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dig
Pretty
that, 100%. Guys, we had some good Power Town update.
Power time.
We are on the boat coming to America January 13th, which is
Today, right?
yesterday.
Yes.
So
As we
we'll,
record this.
we'll see what happens.
My concern now is they're going to California. So, with all that's going on there, I don't know if these will exactly be a priority. I hope not. So,
We'll see what
Who
happens.
made this? Who made this cartoon?
pretty
They
awesome.
did. They made it.
That's AI, bro.
I got it. Wow, great.
And guys,
I'm not sure if I said this on the podcast, but I met Magnum at backstage at the Charlotte AEW show. I had a really nice conversation
Don't
with
try
him.
to
He's the
steal my
best.
best friend, Mark.
First time
the
second time I met him, but first time I had a real actual conversation with him, and it was awesome.
He rules.
He absolutely rules. Jazzware's new AEW PPV Target exclusive Wardlow shipping to pre-order customers hitting shelves. I just see this being a peg warmer.
Yeah. Man, they've had some bad luck with these, huh?
Great figure, great wrestler, just
Right. It's just like
outdated as hell.
It's so outdated. There's no current TV present. It's just. Well, I mean, hell, Wardlow's on Wednesday. Different story, but it's the only way to get a Wardlow at the moment. But bam.
AEW Unrivaled Supreme John Moxley ringside. I'm sorry, Walmart exclusive.
Yeah, I was pumped about this. I thought this line was dead, so I was just happy to see that
Still alive. It's still kicking.
still kicking, even though
Outdated.
still it's great. Come on, bro. Still an outdated Mox, but it's cool.
It's always going to happen in wrestling.
Right.
What about Penta getting merch right away? Toyetic getting the mask, getting the
Before
shirts.
the debut.
Man, that design, whoever came up with that, like the Penta, that's
Yeah.
his face. Oh man, like
Beautiful.
bravo, that shit is awesome.
Very, very
And even
Toyetic.
that white shirt, that graphic is really cool. The
Yeah.
skull kind of lucha mask.
We'll talk about Penta later on in the show. Tops The Rock's first WWE licensed autograph since 1998.
Wow.
Guys, I have a confession.
Yeah, you got it?
When I glitched before, I was
Yeah?
trying to get it. There's like a queue on Tops.com. They went on sale, dude.
That's what you were doing?
So you weren't having car trouble?
No, I do have that.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Well,
So
did you get
it.
anything or what?
You went through a queue. I don't think I find out until another half an hour.
Oh, my
People in the
God.
chat know.
Wow.
But this
I love
is
it.
A big deal in the card community because The Rock has not had autographs in a long
Well,
time.
I saw a lot of the stuff they're doing. Rock and Roman, Cena with his
It's
socks.
all cool, right? They're going.
Very,
I mean,
very
they're
cool.
really going big.
They should. They
So-
absolutely should.
Look, Johnny JB's in the portal too. There you go.
Let's go.
I don't think we find out. It's from noon to 1 today. So obviously you're listening or watching us. You missed it.
Got it.
So
Ultimate members, guys, be in the chat live. Mattel, they launched the UK Mattel Creations. There's no WWE product yet, but that will be good for UK folks.
but yeah, damn, save $1
Big
million
deal
on
in the
shipping.
UK. Let's see here. We'll talk about this later in the show, but the Target stuff is out, shipping, Evolution, Legends, Dusty. We'll talk about that later. I'm sure we got that in weekly purchases, as well as the Ringside Greatest Hits. We'll talk about that in weekly purchases, I'm sure. But we saw some Elite Collection pictures. This is the SummerSlam Elites. Look at this. Roman Reigns from SummerSlam 2023. Shawn Michaels from SummerSlam
What
2002.
a anticipated HBK figure.
Yeah,
For
I mean,
a lot
this
of people, I think.
HBK is the one. This is like
Crazy. We've never got this in figure form.
my dream
It's like the
HBK
white whale,
figure.
yeah.
You can see me sitting like third row or fifth row, whatever I was, hold up an HBK still rule sign right here. Looks great. I'm totally digging it. Again, this is a build-a-figure William Regal, and you get like a current-day Regal and like an old-school beat-up
2 in
William
1.
Regal, like with the black eye.
Yeah, that's definitely Ruthless Aggression era Regal.
Oh, yeah. They photoshopped like a Bible reference off his tank top, but
Yes.
that's to be expected. So this is Triple H from the same SummerSlam, but I don't love the head choice. I
It's
feel
not
like
correct, right? Because he was clean shaven.
he was clean shaven. The hair is too short.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I'll be. Well, first of all, I have to get it to get the Regal. I don't know if I'll be keeping it though.
Same.
Although I do like to keep matches together.
I love the idea that it's the match, but I guess the big difference is Sean only wore that outfit for that match, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's like almost iconic in a sense. Triple
Yes.
H wore trunks and boots like he did a trillion times, so it's
Right.
like you don't have to really celebrate it.
I mean, even the picture on the box, he's clean shaven.
Yeah, that was a rough pick, Mattel. Rough
And then
execution, I should say.
Charlotte Flair from SummerSlam 2023. Looks good.
Sweet.
I won't be, getting that, but I will just to get the Regal.
I mean, yeah, you're
but
gonna
I'll
need the
be
set
getting
now.
rid of it. But great set. I 100% love it. And then also the retro 4-pack Wave 7. We got Hogan as Rip Oh, we're showing Regal pictures right there. I like that they called him. I like that they used the Rip and the Hogan, so it's like both.
What's his Hulk Hogan as Rip?
Well, right. So it's like, I think, Brian, one of your reasons why you didn't keep one of the No Holds Barred Elites, right? Or the Ultimate?
I don't. Yeah, I might have got rid of, and I kept Zeus just because Zeus was a superstar.
I think you needed the whole thing. But
Yeah.
I dig this, the Rip. And this is the first retro title, believe it or not.
Oh my God! It wasn't even like I was spacing out that it even had a belt.
Oh, yeah, my God, wow.
I fucking love it. Rip 'em, baby. Then you get Zeus. You also
These are
get,
coming up for pre-order soon. Is that what's going on?
I think this week.
Yeah, this week. Okay.
And you get 2 women. You get Miss Elizabeth, which looks great.
Yep.
And you get sensational Queen Sherry. So, like, to me, this is like a must-get set all across the board.
Yep.
All across the board. Must-get set. All right, we got some.
Sensational Queen
Oh,
Sherry.
so good.
Unbelievable.
We got some Ringside news. Check out the Ringside Collectibles Royal Rumble sale for some over-the-top deals. New in stock, 115, Elite 115, CM Punk, The Rock, R-Truth, Tyler Bate, Kerry Zane, and Drew McIntyre. Ultimate 24 with Solo Sikoa, Bray Wyatt, and Finn Balor. Elite Top Picks 2025 Wave 2 with Logan Paul, CM Punk, and Stone Cold Steve Austin coming this week. Well, it must be in. I have them right here. Elite Greatest Hits 7 with Seth Rollins, Ron Simmons, Batista, Hulk Hogan, Rey Mysterio, The Undertaker, and the Usos. And we have the Ringside Top 10. This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase. And when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
Ringside Top 10. Brand new figures, how much did you spend? Ringside Top 10. 40 figures, exhausting mailmen. Ringside Top 10. Another sale, and Sami Zayn's #1 again. Ringside Top 10. Use code MAJOR for discount at the end.
Number 10, Yokozuna Black Tights from the Vault. Number 9, The Rock Elite 115. Number 8, Razor Ramon Purple from the Vault. Number 7, Papa Shango and Ultimate Warrior Ultimate Edition 2-pack. Number 6, the Shawn Michaels, which is the giveaway from the Vault. Number 5, Cody Rhodes Bruised from the Vault. Number 4, Solo Sikoa Elite 24. Number 3, CM Punk Elite Top Picks 2025. Number 2, CM Punk Elite 115. And number 1, CM Punk Money in the Bank
Holy smokes.
2011 Ultimate Edition Ringside exclusive.
Nice.
All right, guys, and up next, weekly purchases brought to you by CollectMajor.com.
Big match in my house? I'll bring my guys. You have yours. I got Sergeant Slaughter. And I got Ric Flair. Woo! Here's Andre the Giant. And here's Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. And Brian Myers. And Matt Cardona.
They're so real. Can you tell the difference?
Roster Cut. Video silence.
Big rubber guys. They're for real. Each sold separately on MajorBendies.com.
Big rubber guys. Collect them all. All right, guys, CollectMajor.com. Head on over right now. Dale Earnhardt Jr. goes. Ariel Helwani to start going. Get your big rubber guys. Get your Major Bendies right now on CollectMajor.com. And every single week, use the hashtag CollectMajor. If we choose your picture or video, your post, we will give you a prize. Who wins?
Chris 30 Gaming at Chris 30 Gaming. These are incredible. This is my collection so far. I still have Jeff Hardy and the Red Warriors coming, as well as Macho King. I have Matt Hardy. He's just on the other wall. I love this line so much. Collect Major Matt Cardona, TD Wrestling Matters.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Love it. I think he means
Thank
the
you,
Road
Chris.
Warriors.
Much appreciated.
Love it.
Feeling the love.
What do you
Damn.
So Brian's starting out hot here.
Greatest hits, new in stock, courtesy of Ringside Collector.
Damn.
Had to have it. I did my research. I took this bad boy out. From
The
almost
blue
10 years
guy?
ago.
He's out?
Cut City. From what I gathered, D can always help me out. I think these blue tights are kind of everything studio wise. Like we must have, after winning the belt, must have got his updated studio shots. He's wearing these blue, but the purple is what he's wearing when he wins.
This is the important one.
So I feel like that's the significant victory. That's important.
I see, listen, hold on. I see both sides, though. Uh-oh.
Time to play the game.
Oh, no, it's a run-in. I'm doing a live unboxing during this run-in, D.
All right, this is what I was going to say. Then, D, you could interrupt. If, and this is real nitpicky, if this is the gear he wins the title with, he shouldn't be displayed with the title and the headband. That's so nitpicky, but
That is brutal. D,
What's up?
let's go. Let's hear it. What do you got for us?
Well, I want to see the figure to see if it was even corrected from the EP samples or not. So
As far as
just
what?
just to see if the color purple was corrected or not.
oh, come on, purple's purple, pal.
And the tights designs I think were also inaccurate as well. So I just wanted to
You're
see.
objectively wrong about your color design now. How does this look for you, pal?
It's better. Yeah, it was more blue in the other one.
No, this is purple all day.
No, I'm saying in the EP photos it came across as more of a purplish blue. Once again, just like how Mark was saying, whatever with the Epic Toys products, perspective, lighting, lenses, all
Right.
has a factor. So
We've seen it time and time again. On
What about the
show.
tight design, D? Is that correct or no?
I think from some of the pictures I saw, I mean, I didn't pull it up on the network to see because I still have the network because I use VPNs and stuff. So you guys were talking about like Netflix and stuff and previous things, but all you got to do is just get a virtual private network and you won't have those issues. But and commercials for Netflix as well on United States. But
Oh my god, I'm getting rocked with Peacock commercials on my Mackenzie watches WWE.
yeah, Peacock's all right for once again if you have all these, if you don't want to have all these subscriptions or whatever. Outside of the United States, Peacock does not exist. So at least for WWE, that is.
I guess the only thing we need to reference is he only has the design on one side.
Yeah, that is correct. So
Okay,
the
'cause
previous one
the
was
blue
in
one
it.
has a double.
Yeah, that it's technically incorrect. With
Everything
the
else
double-
is pretty much the same. You know, obviously, it has the updated elbows, the interchangeable hands. I dig.
yeah, it should be
Broski's right.
still
That
a
doesn't
bit
make
more
any
purple.
sense to celebrate with the headband, his entrance headband on, but
Let me
that's
see if I can
super
pull out this
nitpicky.
watch here.
Oh, come on, D. Purple's purple. It's purple. It's purple
Oh.
enough.
A major pod purple is the same purple as that purple.
Oh, it's
No,
purple
this
enough.
is like an Easter purple.
So, D, you're saying this is the one to keep over the blue if you're going to keep one, or is
For
that
sure.
I mean, when people, I guess, ultimately it depends. I mean, the definitive nature, if you want to go off of promotional material, it would be the blue.
That's
But
what I'm
if
saying.
you want to
Everything
have-
like studio shot
yeah,
is this blue. For
and
sure.
the blue should only have deco on one side, and it doesn't.
yeah, it should only be on across the right leg.
Oh, so that's weird. Then I'm out on that. Then
I do like that they've been updating some of these figures, changing them a little bit.
right. Like,
Yeah,
this
if
is
they
lame.
can.
Like, I know they tried it with the Bruno, but that one I wasn't feeling. This one
I don't buy this whole if they can thing. What the fuck? Just do it. Either don't.
I think it's a money thing. Right?
You think changing from blue to green is a money thing?
I don't know. I don't really fully know, but would be my guess.
I got it as
This
well.
is,
I will
a
be keeping
keeper for me. I'm cutting the blue.
it. Okay, fair. I also got from that set from Ringside. I got Jimmy Uso.
The rookie
Look at
Usos, which when those figures came out, I was obsessed with them. So to get them updated and nice,
And Jay Uso. Oh my God, these are fantastic. So
I said this a couple
toyetic.
weeks ago when we saw these images. I was so happy for them when these came out, thinking like, man, these guys finally got elites. Probably not going to happen very often. and now they're so over. They're in every other set.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
Wow.
unbelievable. Good for them. They deserve it. They've earned
They
it.
still,
They've earned
I
it.
think they still have the old PVC tops that snap on the sides as opposed to the upgraded ones with the ones across the back.
Oh,
Those are the larger ones that go across the.
yeah, but you wouldn't be able to
del-
get over the hair anyway, right? So.
Well, no, if you slide it on
Around the
over,
back,
well, yeah,
yeah.
now you can pop off the heads, so it'd be a lot more convenient. So,
Can you pop the heads off of everything now? Still,
yes,
I didn't think so.
I didn't know that either. Are you sure?
What's
yeah,
this
even
right here?
with the main event series, those have been updated to where you can.
Also from Ringside Collectibles, I got the brand new CM Punk, I believe Elite 115, correct?
Yeah, based off of Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble, which I was thinking about this, man. Like, hats off to Mattel. I mean, it's been a lot of CM Punk figures. But you think about, like, technically his first match on television hasn't even been a year ago.
Yeah.
And they have literally pumped out how many CM Punks?
Right.
Every possible version of them, right? You got him Survivor
It's
Series
impressive.
walking out.
It's impressive.
Walking out in a T-shirt. You got a live event
Yeah.
match outfit in figure form, and you have his Royal Rumble match all within a year, plus the plethora of re-releases and redone ones. I mean, it's pretty impressive.
That's a lot of royalty checks for CM Punk.
I mean, sure, that's how Phil likes it.
Also from that set, I got the Drew McIntyre Super Toyetic. These, research purposes only, will not be keeping it, but you got the chest hair.
To correct the head comes right off with these, like poppable.
Oh, great.
And he didn't come with an interchangeable head. That's just the way it works. And I think, guys, my favorite figure. Well, I got more to talk about, but my favorite figure of this ringside haul, the final boss.
Wow.
Dwayne, so freaking cool.
Are you keeping that one?
I think this one I actually might keep because he's just so cool. I love it. I love the soft goods jacket. The necklace is sick.
That's a nice, tight, snug soft goods.
Yeah, like it has. If you see there, it has like even like the little like I don't know even what you would call it. I guess if he wanted to tighten the vest, it's there. But he wore it down like this.
That's cool.
Just so cool. Great. I think a lot of people were smitten with the final boss. It was.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it was sad. Obviously, anytime you see The Rock, he makes shows better. But I was like, oh, he's just like happy-go-lucky Dwayne. He wasn't
Right.
final boss Dwayne. I think wrestling fans really dug final boss. Hopefully, we see him again.
But like, I took it as like, you're a final boss. Like Tony Soprano was still nice sometimes,
I guess you can see it that way, right?
right? Like, The Rock is still like a high up guy in the WWE, right? So like, wouldn't he be on his best behavior for the launch of the new show?
I saw it that way too. They're trying to attract new eyes.
He can't be evil Rock
He
if they
can't,
think
yeah.
all these people are seeing the product for potentially the first time,
Right.
first time
Right,
in a
but
long
the
time.
nuance is that he is evil Rock and he's putting on an act.
So he's really evil. He's
Oh,
like
well-
Broski. He pretends to be nice, but he's fine.
We'll find out.
Fuck.
That's why you got to tune in. That's why you gotta
Tony
tune in.
Soprano,
The
one of
road
the
to
most evil
WrestleMania.
guys. He could sit there and have a meal with somebody and chit chat and be nice. It's not like Skeletor, guys. You know,
Right.
what are we talking about?
Here's
Well,
a look
guys-
at that CM
Look.
Punk's tattoo deco hits.
That looks
for those
great.
who are curious.
Yeah, I still haven't corrected it with the flowers. They previously did. I think it was only 2 elites. One of the best of pay-per-view
Where are
to
the
with wrestling.
flowers?
The ones that are on his chest. Those should be colored in red. They did it for like 2 executions, like for 2014, and now they just haven't done it.
And now
so.
this is no company wants to touch the Star Wars tats, huh?
No,
Too shook.
no. I also got the greatest hits Hogan, but I've decided I'm not keeping
Wow, you've changed.
it. No, I'm not keeping it.
Tell me
It's
why, because I was just about to open that.
Because I have so many Hogans and this white tights, white boots.
Which
it's
he
just-
wore and is accurate. We've looked into it, right?
It's not accurate. It's
Yeah.
just not needed. And I'm confused. What is this a greatest hits of? Like, is this just a mystery? Like, you know
No,
what I'm saying?
I believe it's the Target exclusive, but they were able to change the one that was in the 3-pack, the Hulkamania 3-pack, but they were
But
able to change
his shirt
again,
and
the
his. Wasn't he wearing a different
Oh,
shirt
yeah,
too?
he's right. That was baby
I
blue,
think
though.
it's the same shirt, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's still some stuff to visit with Hogan. They
Yeah,
still got
listen.
some
There's
blue
meat
knee
on the like
pads.
La Puma's
Yeah.
probably jerking off over this, and I
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
what- It's a pre-rock and wrestling Hogan, right?
I get it. I just
wanna
don't need
label
it. I think the head sculpt is fantastic with the biting the headband,
Yeah, it's
Look,
the one that
and
was
it's-
featured from the 3-pack. Yeah.
and it's definitely accurate. It's just not something I need, but something I do need. and I think Brian needs it too.
Yeah, I got it.
Ultimate Warrior, WrestleMania 6 from the vault. I did this Let Him Breathe for Patreon, MajorMarks.com. It's perfect.
Guys, breaking news. So right after, I didn't have that for my weekly purchase because I got that so long ago. I got it like last week as soon as we were done recording. I cut the Ultimate and I just have that up.
You're crazy, bro. You're crazy.
Yeah,
I can't have two of the same moment.
Yes, you can. Have them in
depicted.
different sides.
And also, hear me out. It's literally along the same lines as this Ron Simmons we were just talking about. It's like, what means more to you, a photo you remember or the moment? And the
No offense to Ron Simmons, but I think
studio shot.
that Warrior with the paint on the chest is so iconic. You need both.
I agree. I just wasn't. I don't know. I
You
couldn't
are
justify it.
ruthless.
It's a fronter now. This new ringside one.
They're both going to be
paint.
fronters for me, but on different sides.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
And I also got the Cody Rhodes with the
This
Bruce
thing
chest.
rules.
It's great.
Wait,
Yeah,
I thought
updated
he was
boots on
holding
that
the
one,
The jacket open in the package,
as well as the weight belt. I believe the weight belt is now correctly printed. So
Oh, okay.
My last get from ringside was this Ultimate. I went with the Chase, Finn Balor in the black. Finn and I are good friends. I was sending him a ton of pictures of this thing all day. He was loving it. His only critique he hit me with was that these shoes actually have purple bottoms, so he was a little bummed out that they didn't have the purple soles.
Did he mention that when he was on our live show? Didn't he say he was wondering if it would be like
was
that?
Before this Ultimate was even announced, but
Okay.
really cool. I mean, throughout the years, he's gotten a bunch of tattoos, kind of slowly, and I think this might be the first time they're all depicted, because with all the different options you have here, the different arms, the shirt. Look, you can see here. I took it off for you. You can see his tats. The Judgment Day tee. A lot of fun stuff on this. Entrance handkerchief. 3 alternate heads.
That's
3
an ultimate
sets of
figure right
hands.
there. Totally ultimate.
Very cool to have like the Jeff Hardy-esque rag in the back pocket that's in there and playable. All the ultimate articulation you would expect. I have become a mark for these shirts that don't have the Velcro.
I love it.
Yeah, it really is a classy touch.
Yeah.
And you get the back design on there.
would have been nice if the ringside CM Punk had that, because I mean that's kind of that shirt's more known largely for the back. Like but potentially can get visited down the line for an Elite Collection execution. So
True. I got this R-Truth, and speaking of Judgment Day,
with the Judgment Day,
it's great.
Here's the deal, right? When you're talking about what's going on in the WWE years from now, right? What people remember, the Bloodlines feud for sure, right? But like, I feel like people are going to be talking about R-Truth
things,
thinking he was in the Judgment Day. So to have,
keep going. Sorry.
Just to have a figure that represents that, I think it's a perfect thing for Truth, for what's happening in the WWE right now. So this is great. If you're going to own a Truth, this is one of them for sure.
To echo that, my kids, been watching a lot of wrestling lately, and like every time I hear them popping, I go and look and see what they're watching. It's like, I think it was last year, Truth tried to join the Girls Rumble, and Pierce chases him out and goes, the wrong one, it's the wrong one.
Right.
And they're just loving life, laughing at this. Like,
right. With the shirt, this, I feel like, really encapsulates that like,
time period.
Wacky character of R-Truth. And the last thing I got from ringside was this, the Ultimate Bray.
I wanted to
does it glow in the dark?
See that. I didn't need to own that, but very obviously
so
epically toyetic.
It was stated that I believe Steve Ozer, global marketing manager for Mattel, he did state
the government name there.
Well, Steve Ozer, that's his name
No, I
that he
meant
uses
the whole
for
title and stuff. That was a joke. Keep going.
Well, it's his official title.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it is Blacklight reactive according to what he said, but there have been no PR photos or anything of that. So we'll find out. I guess you guys are the first ones to do it. So hurry up and go to Amazon so we can get some social media
that's
posts.
Bray's last match, right?
His last match, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got some stuff from Tarjay.
Man, Tarjay. This was the first time I was able, and I was reading the packaging. I believe this is series 19 or something crazy? 25, I'm sorry. Legends 25.
Yeah, it's 25.
25. I was able to get all 4 figures and the Ultimate in my cart at the pre-order stage and able to have them come in one delivery. That has never, ever happened to me in my Target ordering career.
I got all the Legends, the Chase, the
You got it in the
Ultimate,
mail?
and the Evolution 3-pack.
Good Lord.
So let's start. Who do you want to start with?
Just start go. I have them all too, so we can keep.
We'll grab. All right, I'll grab it. Brian's buddy, Justin Hogg
Bro.
Bradshaw.
Dude, here's an open one. This is maybe figure of the year right now.
Here's my one critique.
No hat.
What the fuck?
Dude, this is like a 9.5. If there's a hat, this is a 10.
10.
Like this
How is
jacket's
there? How is there no
unbelievable.
fucking hat?
The bull rope's unbelievable. The likeness and the hair, unbelievable. The boots have deco hits.
Bro,
It's unreal.
I agree. 9.5.
Unreal.
If there's a hat, maybe figure of the year.
Oh,
And I know what
People
D's
are like,
gonna
"Oh,
say.
they had a hat." Who
D's
has
gonna
this-
say, just use a hat from somebody else.
hat?
We don't do fix-ups here, pal.
but also like what hat?
Probably, the latest release that potentially includes a cowboy hat is the Commissioner Shawn Michaels. So
So I'll build
What?
the figure.
possibly.
you could have threw in the fucking hat here.
Man,
Great figure, but throw in the fucking hat. What are we doing?
dude, it even has the alternate hands to do the fucking Stan Hansen. It's crazy.
What about the master and the ruler
Dude.
of the world?
I'm like, it's so good. Where's my? So, I literally, the other one, instant cut. This is
Instant
what
cut.
you need. I'm crushed. Mine has like a speck on his nose.
Ooh.
First, I tried hand sanitizer. Didn't work. Then I busted out the old nail polish remover. Didn't work. Then I have this like Deco paint pen remover I tried to use the last call. Didn't
Yeah.
work. So I'm in the market for another Sid. I got to cut this, but it's
Can we just talk about also
good.
how much better this packaging is? You see the whole
It makes
figure.
me sick, the difference between Legends and the regular
It's
line.
not as flimsy. You
Dude,
see the whole
it makes
figure.
no sense. Makes no sense. That Legends packaging is beautiful, sturdy, like classy. Like, why is it because they're assuming like maybe kids aren't buying this product, consuming this product as much, and it doesn't matter. But like,
Yeah, I mean, they're getting the good packaging for the collectors, right?
oh, that's still kind of unfair in a sense. But damn,
Yeah. What about the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be?
I really like this, but I just can't justify cracking it open. I left it.
I have to agree with you, Brian.
Yeah.
This is a great figure. WrestleMania 9, iconic match. It's just that I have so many Bretts, and not that this one's not great, but
It's cool. Don't get me wrong.
yeah. It's a great figure. I love this gear, the all pink. I think I'm keeping the all pink from the WrestleMania 8, which is a ringside.
Right. It's like we already and it has the jacket and stuff. So
Well,
like,
do you have the Ultimate, Matt? The Legends one with the all pink, the one that's based off of the Rumble.
I do
or even the
also have
Ringside
that one.
yeah, we have that. Yeah, that's like
There's
that's why
also
I was
the
like, we don't
ringside
need
all
this.
pink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
But-
all pinks already.
It's cool to see a Brett in this packaging
Yep. Yep.
because there's never been one, right? And it would be, definitely look awesome autographed or something
And
like
like,
that.
if you're just collecting, you need a Hitman. This is a good one. WrestleMania 9 main event world champion, Winged Eagle.
Right.
It's great. Just will not be staying in my collection. Then I had, bro, you talk about bad figure fate. I told you at the Chase, right? Rick Rude?
Yeah.
Bro, I got 2 chases. I ordered 2 to get the chase,
First time in my career I got the chase.
but I got 2 chases. I don't have the regular one.
I've never got the chase ever in my order. So
I don't want the chase.
I'm undecided. This is very cool and toyetic. It says WCW on the tights. I was gonna see if D could sway me here.
Wait, so you would keep this and not the regular?
Well, like, what's the difference?
Well, one's the world champion, one's not. You can't have the United States champion with the Winged Eagle.
D,
I'm with
weigh
the
in
with
on
the,
this
with the
for
big
me.
gold. I'm sorry.
I mean, if you're a collector that
I don't think I would display him with the world title anyway.
yeah, if you're a collector that only displays it with the included contents and don't do fix-ups, then
It's not a fix-up. They sell it to you like this.
I know. No, I'm saying take the United States Championship that was previously released with.
Oh, no. We don't do
item.
that.
No,
We
I
don't do
think I
that.
would just not have him with the belt on, and then
You can do that as well.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because the other one means these are the more toyetic and fun tights, in my opinion. The USA ones,
Yes,
they
that
say WCW on it, like so
Yeah.
that really separates them in my collection to like,
Oh, you might have just sold me now, Brian.
yeah.
That one fills out the tights more. Yeah.
But this is I do like it's Rick Rude with like a world title, and that's like such a. You don't really think of Rick Rude as a world champion.
That's another reason I don't need them on display like that.
And that I
Belt
believe
goes in the accessory bin.
that's
and,
the first inclusion of the new World Heavyweight Championship.
But to me, that's what makes it so WCW is at the title. I'm
At Fall
certainly
Brawl
not keeping both.
93, Ravishing Rick Rude defeated Ric Flair to become the World Heavyweight Champion for the first time in his career. Can we get a reference shot on the screen? Did he wear what tights did he wear for that? The other ones?
Yeah, the other
most
ones.
likely the standard one. Yeah.
But is that confirmed, or is that just? Or are we just using? Because this is Ravishing Rude. He's got a lot of tights to choose from. You know.
One thing he does not have is his fucking tattoo.
Oh, we should talk about that.
What's with that?
I don't know. I mean, obviously the deco hits on the tights are.
It is a different
extreme.
gear. It's like pink tights with hearts, so it's not even the.
So we
Yeah,
didn't
but-
even wear.
Not on the one that is based on the one that's listed on the copy. No.
Oh,
But
so bro, we're
Most
opening
likely they were included in
this. We're opening.
WCW promotional photos too.
But no
And let me
tat
just say,
is rough.
great. Either way, it's great that they gave you a cool chase. It's an awesome chase. But yeah, I definitely don't need
Isn't
both.
even like there's a ringside defining moments Brett in all pink too.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying
it was the one
I
that
said
Matt was mentioning.
Oh, yeah,
WrestleMania
yeah. It's like
8.
there's a lot. As you can see, no tat.
No tat.
Oh, dude, these tights are so toyetic, though.
They're so toyetic. They are.
I mean, they go all the way around the back.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I made the right call. It's good talk, guys.
I'm in the market for the other Rick Rude.
I'm in the market for a Sid, guys. I'm devastated because I was marking out for that figure so hard, and that freaking you could not get that smudge off his nose. I don't know what it was.
Well, what about the ultimate, the American dream, if you will? What? First of all three of these faces are awesome. Look
Yeah.
at this.
I had that thought too. Like, how do you pick?
I'm not going to display them with the hat and the nightstick as a cool accessory.
But like, you know that shot, right?
Oh, it's on the back of the box. I think I'm going to do it with his. Oh man, I think the crazy face is the way to go.
Yeah.
the over the top. I like the middle one.
Yeah, 2 new portraits with this one, and
Man,
brand new body sculpt for the torso.
Look at that body. This is unbelievable.
Even has the protruding birthmark.
So good.
I love it. The birthmark looks great.
Stupid little zip ties driving me nuts.
I got a little scuff on one of my polka dots in the knee, but I'm gonna. It is what it
I
is.
do too, but it's not devastating. Whoa, that birthmark! They really,
right?
Oh my god! It's like not just a blotch. It's like they put effort into that.
Oh, for
Right,
sure.
right.
This could be candidate for figure of the year as well. Early candidate.
I agree.
And last but not least, I got the Evolution 3-pack. I don't think I'll be keeping this.
Yeah, this one just didn't do it for me.
It's very, very cool. The only way I would keep it is if you pose it as is, because that's why I'm on the fence, because it's such an iconic moment. You know, the thumbs down, the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Dusty has the new factory leg that don't move.
No.
Yeah, not that I'm going to have him throw some big boots or anything, but
still, if you were a
Just an
kid
update.
playing with it.
This is awesome, though. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Man, now that I have this Evolution thing in my hand, I might.
335.
I'm not sure. It's so tempting.
What do you like? What I mean, unless that moment's like one of your favorite things
It's-
ever, and you
it's
can pose
not
it,
one of my favorite
right?
things
And
ever.
then you pose it and do that. I don't know what else. What's
Oh
there
no,
for
it's
you.
either I pose it like that or I don't keep it.
That's what I was getting at. Like, if that's not your like, oh man,
Right, because you have those.
it was an
figures.
awesome moment. Don't get me wrong. I think we all remember it, but do
Well, you
want
have
to
those
celebrate
characters
it
from
on
that
the
era.
shelf?
So
we discussed a couple weeks ago. There's really not quite a Batista from that exact era, and I wouldn't just keep the Batista. I'd feel weird doing that. There's certainly like Evolution era Triple H's, the Orton from the night before SummerSlam, and that salmon
Right.
trunks.
That's like very memorable.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And the last thing I got, we talked about it a few weeks ago. I got the Mantar, but I bought the wrong one, the KWK. So I got the correct one. Bro, this cost me like $250.
That's insane.
Unreal.
What's your favorite Mantar match, Matt?
Couldn't tell you.
What's your favorite Mantar moment?
The holding them in my hand right now, the Major Wrestler podcast. But D told me this is the one I should be keeping. He said he said that he didn't wear like the headpiece with this outfit, right?
Yeah, and I believe it shouldn't have knee pads or elbow pads either.
All right, well, come on, let's.
Yeah.
Beggars can't be choosers here.
Good.
But D convinced me that I needed this one instead of the other one, so I got this one.
damn, $250 is wild.
Wild.
50 is wild, bro.
Wild. But I'm going to try to sell that loose one. So if you want of the other one, so if anyone needs that, hit me up.
Whatnot.
Well,
Whatnot.
So I caught up on my zombies, and we've talked about these already. So I'll just briefly go through it here. We got the Big Bully. Great, happy to have him. I know you guys shit on him, but I think that's really cool.
No,
Gotta
that's
have the
cool.
hammerheads.
I just like same as that Mantar. It's like, is it going to make or break your collection?
Oh shit! I don't have Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah, so I got the Sullivan
You're
with
not
the
a real
snake.
fan, broski.
Oh wait, I don't think I ordered it. Maybe that's why I didn't get it.
Yep.
I love it. It's super cool.
Wait, Mark,
Very toyetic. Very
when
evil.
was the Kevin Sullivan up?
It's up right
This
now.
week, right? Or last week? I wish the snake was a little more like bendy. It's like hard,
I know I like that because it just is a great pose.
I guess. But
I got the slick with the driving cap. I know you guys said it's weird to have 3 slicks. I'm happy to have 3 slicks.
I'm ordering Kevin Sullivan as we speak, guys.
I got the Candido.
oh, so good.
I love that there's a Candido figure. I think the deco is great. I don't know if this is my favorite zombie figure. I got the black Romas. I'm at Power and Glory. Great. Happy to have that. Now, Broski, I have questions here.
Okay.
First of all, this, unbelievable.
Thank
The
you.
fact that you compose it, this at post-match, I feel like it's an iconic picture. You're flipping, you're doing the LI, you can do it, right?
Yeah.
So this is guaranteed. This is how you pose this one.
Yeah.
The one that came with Nick Gage, you're considering that a
That's
during
mid-match.
match?
Mid-match.
mid-match,
Yeah.
you're kind of bloody.
Kind of bloody.
Very bloody after-match picture that you took.
Yeah. That one should have the title, but Zombie didn't make the title.
Well, if you have the Ringside Collectibles exclusive,
Oh, we don't
pack,
mix up, D. We don't fix
We're
shit
not
up
a
like this.
mishmasher over here. Dude.
Now,
Yeah.
this one is you're not bloody.
I don't know what I've gotten myself into, Matt Cardona. It's called.
So that one technically should have the Series 1 head with the spike.
Right, so that's the problem. The problem is only that, but I guess you can just say this is like 2 minutes into the match.
2 minutes into the match, a little sweaty. Hair's down a bit.
Little sweaty. Maybe you just picked up the.
Right. The clean light tube. Yes. There's
Mark, are you trying to justify every pose that you're going to
I'm just trying to figure out which. how
Yeah,
I
from
should
the
pose
man
it.
himself.
Yeah.
Guy
Okay.
that was right there in the middle of the ring.
So this is how I'm going to do it. You're about to hit him with it. Yeah.
Or you can do like he's doing his entrance. You know?
No, because your hair is not spiky.
I know. So yeah, you're
Take care, it's like your hair.
Yeah, so maybe it's like he's got the right, and then maybe you do the mid-match. He's got the broken bloody,
Yep, that's what I have.
and then the post-match he's doing the dump. But he never did the me never.
No, but you did it in the picture.
No, I only have the one middle finger. I'm holding the belt.
Damn. Well, I'm going to keep it like this.
Yeah,
God, man.
I think you sold me on how to pose my own figure, though, Mark.
Yeah, did you go into this detail when you displayed all 3 of your figures, Brian?
I just wung it. They're not historically accurate, but
Well,
they're
Ryan doesn't
on
have
display.
different hands and shit, so.
They're on display.
Anyway, cool. I realized that I'm only missing the Todd Pettengill figure for some reason. So
What?
I
That's a great
don't know
get.
why. I think I was just it came out with me. So I think I was just so excited about the me figure that I just didn't
Right. It's
get
not
the
all about you,
Pettengill.
Mark.
I know. I know. I got to get Todd. I got to
That's
get
why I'm
Todd.
like, Mark. Trying to
I
get
was
himself
trying
over
to
in
tell
the
the
match.
crowd to stop saying Chelsea's better.
Man.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. That's it for me.
We got some. Is that it, Brian?
I have a couple more things. I need to
Oh
get
wow.
through. Got some PSA slabs back
Let's see
from
what you got.
Papa Bear Paul. How about this? This is a rare boy. Can you read that? 2016 No Mercy.
Okay, is that you versus
Kurt Hawkins returns to the WWE.
That's cool.
really?
This is when my vignettes finished airing. It was my first live debut when I came out. Had a promo and a fireworks explosion. PSA 4.
Oh wow.
Keeping one, I got 2 of these. I'm keeping one for myself. One will be on Whatnot coming soon. This, very cool. This was gifted to me by my good friend Jay. He went to this. This is from my favorite match of all time. How about a PSA slabbed SummerSlam 91
Oh,
I was there.
ticket stub? Look at that.
Wow.
I would buy that.
PSA 2.
Oh yeah, it's ripped. I see the rip
I mean,
there.
it's a legit ticket stub ripped. And then I've seen others on eBay that must have just, they're all like that. So, thought that was really cool. How about Monday, August 26, 1991? Monday. I thought that was weird. But yeah, my favorite match of all time is Perfect Bret Hart. Even on the, you're allowed to kind of finagle the inscriptions. This one says, MSG Bret Hart defeats Mr. Perfect for his first IC championship.
Wow.
So, thought that was pretty cool. Here's something I've been working on for a little while. Ruff's Customs. Mike Ruff makes like unbelievable stuff. He made me a Candido a couple years ago. It's like, it doesn't even like seem like a custom. It's so good. So I got itchy. I felt like this is something that I can't foresee being made, but I guess it could. And I commissioned him to make me something. And
Custom, huh?
it finally came. I'm fixing it for a second here.
Okay.
And here it is. EC Dub champ Steve Corino.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's,
That looks unbelievable.
It's unreal. Colby on the wrist tape. I got the belt, actually. I needed an extra one for this. Josh White was cool enough to send me the belt. King of old school.
Wow.
EC Dub champ. Look at the cowboy boots. Get a
Yeah,
full
it's
look
beautiful.
at it. And now this is how epic Mike Ruff is in modern day customs.
Okay, can't wait. The body is spot on as
It's
far
so
as like
good.
size and
Interchangeable head. Couple interchangeable hands.
crimson mask. Oh my God! Here we go.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Now, where are you going to put this?
I have like a bunch of ECW elites.
But like not on display.
No, but I'm one day I'm gonna figure something out. I don't know what. But especially now that the Dudleys have been made, we have
Yeah.
badass Sandman figures.
Jeez, that's so cool, man.
It's so cool. So he's epic. He's got a lot of stuff on eBay at all times. Ruff's Customs, so good. And he takes commission jobs. He actually also, someone maybe posted in the group or something that they got a bunch of WCW jobbers. I don't know if you guys remember this post. And he made all of them. And one of them was Joe Gomez, who's actually like best friends with Fandango. And I showed him. He goes, "So you got to get that for me to give to him." So I commissioned that too while we did this, so we could work on them all at the same time. So Fandango's going to gift that to Joe Gomez, and it looks
that's cool.
It's unbelievable.
That's cool. Wow.
Last thing.
Boy.
Damn. Big rubber guys. Jeff Hardy. In stock. Shipping this week. Just a toyetic masterpiece of deco hits.
Man.
Wow.
So freaking cool. Even all the way around the belt and the backside. And of course in that set, Handsome Harley Race with the NWA gold. So freaking cool. Check him out. And I hate to say it, but maybe one of the greatest big rubber guys of all time. The Brooklyn Brawlers.
so
Look at that cigar in his mouth. So just screams LJN to me.
You
I
sent
can't
one to
wait to
Cole.
get these.
Kick-ass job by the whole team, man.
Cole Cabana finally gets a big rubber
Cole
guy.
Cabana's first. Big rubber guy. Here it is. But, man, so good. Very proud of it all. So, shipping this week,
Awesome.
guys. Can't wait for everyone to get them and send pics and be as excited as we are.
Awesome. All right, guys, let's go to the Major Mark purchases of the week.
All right, Major Mark purchases of the week. This week I was having a hard time picking some good ones, and then by the end we had some bangers. So here we go. Where are we at? Here we go. Boom. I thought this was just a nice little story. James Kirk picked up the Knuckle Crunchers playset for my nephew as he started to take an interest in wrestling and figures. He always asks if we can go to the wrestling room, what he calls my room, and play with the baby broskies, what he calls micro brawlers. Got a nice little fig fed on the go with more guys on the way. Pretty cool.
Sick.
That's
all
what
about.
I want to see for Knuckle Crunchers, man.
100%. I feel the same way. That's why I picked that. Check this one out.
This is
Wow.
cool. I
Chris
saw
Sullivan. I just got my signed original San Francisco toy makers Chris Candido back from AFA. I've been looking to get this figure graded for a while. And when a Major Mark was selling a great-looking signed Candido, it made it better. Total grade is 70 plus. Pretty good.
this.
Not
Sick.
bad.
Very classy.
Very classy is right. Ooh, that's nice,
Speaking
too.
of another signed, Frank Romeo
A lot of
says...
Candido
signed-
love going on ever since that zombie dropped. I feel
Yeah.
like people re-remembered how much they loved him.
Signed OG promo by Candido, Francine, Shane Douglas, and Bam Bam signed over his head as me as a rib. Me. That's what he signed. Me. So it kind of messes it up, but
Damn, yeah. It's like almost amazing. Still cool, but damn.
yeah. I guess you got a story out of it. Broski, here you go.
Ah!
Corey Human says, during Hey W when RJ told Matt that he could have the mug for Whatnot, I knew in that moment I had to own it. So he tells, so he says, as luck would have it, I won fantasy football money. So as I was
Walking
wondering what to
around money.
buy,
It's dangerous.
I see Matt selling the mug on his Whatnot that night. So he poured whiskey and told himself he'd put $100 towards it. Long story short, he's bidding against the one and only Rockin' with Dan.
Oh, boy.
tough.
Rocking
And
with
he-
Dan. Rocking with
Tough,
Dan.
bro. You can't
He
go up against
finally
Rock with
gets
Dan.
it, but he's very excited. He was thrilled to get it. He couldn't believe that he didn't get sniped. Printed off the photo of Matt posing with the cup and RJ's tweet to add to the fun, and now his amazing piece, but something he'll consider my fantasy football trophy. That's pretty cool. I love Hey W, so I think it's a really cool piece of merch lore.
That's cool.
This is very interesting. Rigo Herrera says, got something weird for my TMNT Raphael collection, a 1991 TMNT Jello.
It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Men in box.
Here we go. Joseph James had super stoked for these. Hosted Bob Odenkirk's only private signing where he offered to add on quotes and character names. Got all 3 Saul figures signed from my personal collection. They came out exactly how I wanted them. Saul blood, man. Pretty cool.
Wow. Don't you have that, or you want one of those?
I have a signed Odenkirk, but the one he would not put anything on it but Bob Odenkirk. The one I have. Here you go, broski. Eamon.
I question, where'd you get this?
Eamon Merrigan says,
Is this new?
No,
No.
it's old.
hi, Disney adult here. Being a figure collector, every time I go to Disney, I hope to see some unique park-exclusive figures in the shops, but I'm usually disappointed. So I always end up searching eBay while waiting in lines, waiting for my dinner reservations, etc. For quite a while now, I've gravitated to this long discontinued park-exclusive PVC figure set that includes figures for rides and attractions that don't really have much in the way of figure representation otherwise. Splash Mountain, Country Bear, Jamboree, Tiki Room. I mean, come on. However, the set has always been selling for way more than I've been willing to pay for it. That is until my last Disney World trip a couple weeks ago. While waiting in line for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, I naturally started searching eBay for Splash Mountain toys, and boom, this set finally turned up for a semi-reasonable price. What do you think of this, Borowski?
I love it. I'm not going to get it. There's so much cool Disney stuff, especially over the years. And Disney, they start a project and they stop, they make something else. So there's no way for me to be a completist or even get into so many different things.
Sure.
This is very cool. I appreciate that it has all these different park icons.
Yep.
But not for me. But I
Haunted
don't
Mansion.
never saw this before.
I
thought
liked it
was
a
great.
lot.
I liked it a lot too. That's one thing currently right now. I don't think Disney, as much as they go into their merchandising, they don't do enough about like these characters like you just saw. They can be making so much money off of stuff like that. But right now they're in this weird time period where they're not capitalizing on it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pass for me, dog.
Well, here you go, Brian. Hot off the presses, new trading card. Bunch of Cardonas here.
I already stated in the episode.
Look at Brian front and center. Look at D behind
Brian,
him.
Not a
how
Patreon
dare
member,
you
go
block
listen
the
to it,
view?
or become a Patreon member to listen to it. This was like borderline a publicity stunt. So like
It was not a publicity
Nah,
stunt.
it was one of the best days of my life.
Yeah. What a night. What a day. What a weekend.
All on video. We're going to be able to look back on it, you know?
Let's go.
You know, that's a cool thing. We talk about, not having your memories or whatever. It's really cool that we have a documentation of our collecting and all the toy hunts and stuff that we've been on over the last 7 years and going. You know what I'm saying? It's like a time capsule of our collecting lives. Exists on YouTube.
It totally does.
It is cool.
All right.
It's Q&A time.
Yep.
All right, guys. Up next, the Q&A. Guys, welcome to the Q&A. Use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we answer your question, we'll send you a prize. Let's go.
Sorry, I got distracted here. Chris Lizzie says Mark ranks the Disney trip over the birth of his daughter and his marriage. I did not say that.
Probably. You guys are sick.
I did not say that. All right. My question, Chris DG525. What is a period in wrestling or subject that has not been thoroughly discussed or examined that would make for a great podcast or documentary?
Deep South Wrestling. End of story.
I think that's a big one. I do think there should be a dark side of the ring with that. That ends with a happy story. And there's a happy ending. But so many stars came from Deep South Wrestling. Myself, Brian, but forget about us. Like,
It's just more of like, I can't believe that happened in that time period.
yeah,
Like,
Kofi Kingston, Kenny Omega, Natty Neidhart, Luke Gallows, Great Khali,
Kevin
MVP.
Matthews.
So many people that
AEW's
are
own KM.
so many people that are still involved with wrestling. The Miz, the horror stories that were there, the good, the bad, the ugly, the jelly donut incident. There's a lot of wild things. Big Vito getting a boner. A lot of it is WrestleMania sweatpants. A lot of things.
It's a lot.
The Greg got it. You son of a bee. Me bashing Melissa Coates with the pay-per-view chair. Her getting the crimson mask. Yeah. Kevin Matthews putting dog shit under my car handle. It's a lot.
Hazing guys and putting them in U-Haul trucks.
Yeah. Bill DeMott throwing a knife at me and Brian.
This is just a taste.
This is just a small taste.
Yeah.
And actually, we do tell, not to push it again, but MajorMarks.com, that we basically, over the period of a couple of months, did a
Whole thing sucked.
a
Bob
complete
Holly.
breakdown.
Yeah, the whole thing sucked moment was there.
Well, we did a complete breakdown of Brian and Matt's careers in different stages, and we started with like indie, then we went to Deep South, then we went to, but we did multiple episodes on Deep South. We took so many questions. We told a lot of these stories in depth, but it's just on MajorMarks.com. So if you join and you search Deep South, you'll find it. But for this question, one of the things that I thought about was more like in general, like a podcast, just like topic is like, I just feel that people are so negative in the podcast space nowadays about professional wrestling. There is a lack of positive wrestling podcasts. Can we get more podcasts that talk about the great things in pro wrestling? The great stories in pro wrestling?
You're not wrong there, Mark.
I mean, I'm sure that could be probably anything, though. It could be football, baseball, anything could use that, right?
It's so crazy.
Could always use
And
some positivity.
the sad thing is, it probably wouldn't do as good, right? Like the people complaining about the current product is the stuff that's always like finds its way up there because then, it gets the engagement and stuff. But man, I just want more podcasts about how good Stone Cold versus Bret Hart was as a feud.
Right.
Yeah. Just like, let's talk about the good.
Yeah.
All right, Matt's question. James_Wu10 for all three. With Penta finally becoming part of the WWE roster, what are some of your favorite wrestling debuts?
Man, I thought the Penta debut was, as Michael Cole said it on commentary, the worst kept secret, but that's fine.
Yeah,
Sometimes you give the fans what they want. They want to give it to them.
Yeah.
My ultimate debut, and I'm still bummed that didn't really work out the way I believe it should have, is Taz Rumble 2000. Again, another worst kept secret.
It's so good. Everything
Worst kept secret.
Awesome.
You knew it was going to be Taz. You didn't know, but you knew.
Yeah.
You even knew, like, this is when, like, I was really into the dirt sheets. Like, I knew it was going to be Taz with 2 Z's.
There's signs in the crowd like that.
I have one. Taz with 2 Z's that I made at I bought the Kmart in Penn Station. Place explodes. Him and Kurt have, like, a crazy-ass match.
Very cool. It's a sprint, but he beats an undefeated guy in the garden. Hometown electric.
Taz Mission.
Yeah.
All the Taz plexes. Of course, the Jericho one
always stands out for me as a kid, and like my markdom of like that was a big deal for me.
I mean, I was going to say that with the build up,
There was build up,
the entrance music was
payoff.
so sick,
He's in there with the top guy, going word for word.
right? Yeah.
Cool. It was like him, but you could see he was starting this new chapter of his career as a different character.
Yes.
That was cool.
Yep.
Nowadays, it's like...
how about Kurt Hawkins returns, puts his head through his legs?
Not exactly how I wanted it. I was going to say Mark's ROH debut, but...
I think I came back full-time debuting on Dark, actually.
Oh, good for you.
I approached Jade Gargo on Dark for the first time. All right, Brian's question. Usually Adam Christ, usually Adam K. says, are major points going to exist in 2025? Collect X amount of points for an exclusive bagged mail away. You could have an extra tab inside of the Bendy's, BRGs, and major stars like cards. Major points.
So
I've been
we've
wanting something like
discussed
this
this
for
many
years.
times. Definitely not a 2025 thing, but something I think we'd love to execute down the line, just to bring more fun to collecting our products, right?
I don't know how we would do it exactly. I don't think we'd be able to do it the way you're discussing, because the way people can like reproduce things and fake things these days, it would have to be some sort of system on our website where our website keeps
You
track.
have to like get your email and know what you purchased and stuff or something.
Yeah, there's.
we could have them there on the back of a box explaining the program, maybe, but
Yeah. I definitely want to do something like that. Even Kyle Peterson, he was pushing the subscription thing where you subscribe and then you get the figure at the end of the year. If we had our whole lineup planned in advance, that could work. But
it's easier. And like
it's
even
easier
things
said than
fall into
done.
our lap, like a new talent. That's a big deal that we have to shift things around. That happens all the
Yeah,
time.
like Rick Martel was not planned. We literally designed him in a week.
Yeah.
And threw him into the lineup. So I definitely want to do something like that. I want to do some sort of mail away. I've been trying to do employee exclusives. Real limited Jeremy Padawer style stuff.
No.
I think that stuff's fun, and we have the ability to do that.
Yeah, the fun is what we're trying to capture, and it's all on the table. So,
Yeah.
never say never.
Never say never. All right. Well, let's go to some good housekeeping. YouTube.com/@MajorDevPod. We got a brand new vlog up there. I go to Mint Inbox Toys in Minneapolis. Check it out. One of the best wrestling selections I've seen in a long, long time. So check out that store. I got some Titantron figures there. Of course, we have the Galoob episode. That Kyle Peterson tour is really still kicking. We have one of my favorites is the Major Mark Rager, the Major Rager.
Yeah.
Major Rager.
I told Jay George put that one together. He good thing he kind of just, I didn't even know he was doing this. He went around to all the major marks and said, what does this community mean to you?
That's the best part of the whole vlog, actually.
Yeah, I mean, without that, it's like we got got a couple broski singing the Slick song at the end, and that's kind of it. But I think it's a really sort of underrated vlog. Those things never really get the views we knew going into it that it wouldn't. But I think it really became a special piece when we're talking about time capsule of our lives. It was a really fun night. So
yes. ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWPod. Guys, with so many shirts, we're going to do a whole bonus on it next month. So get some in now. Collect Major. Get your big rubber guys, your Major Bendies, whatnot. Every Monday, if you're listening live, I have a major one tonight since I wasn't available Monday.
Ooh.
It's going to be like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Some hard-hitting stuff. But every Monday, Brian and I sell gear, figures, autographs, cards. Check us out. Major Rewind, Jay George, every 2 weeks. We'll trip down memory lane. We've been doing this podcast for a long fucking time. So a lot of things, you might not know what we're talking about, the inside jokes. Who's Captain Joe
That bonus
Shoes?
episode going over the T-shirts.
Right, yeah. So check that out. Also, every other week, From the Vault. What's From the Vault this week, Mark?
Well, it's the SummerSlam. It's the big payoff for the Ruthless Aggression Fig Fed is going to be the next From the Vault that goes up there.
Is this the last episode?
It's the last one from that, yeah.
Ooh.
I believe you guys, I believe this is the fourth card, or fifth. You didn't do a ton, and we were really just kind of experimenting with the format. You know, the thing really kind of changes as it goes on. The rules are set in place like week to week. We decided, like, can we do trades? Can we do an added draft? You know, that kind of stuff. But this is the precursor to what FWF became, and FWF, say what you will, is one of the favorite things that our fans, that we've ever done for our fans. It's a very difficult thing to do. We flirt with it from time to time.
Let's flirt again, baby.
But this Ruthless Aggression Fig Fed is certainly the precursor to that.
Yes. And then plugs this weekend. Friday night, Chicago, Illinois, House of Glory. I'm taking on Zilla Fatu.
Ooh, you're in trouble, pal.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's a bloodline rules match or what, but me and Zilla one-on-one. And then Sunday, GCW, Hammerstein Ballroom, the Matt Cardona Open Challenge. Who will accept? I don't know. I will say this. I've already spent thousands of dollars on my gear, my entrance, like plus that video I had made. Like, I'm in the red, so I better get a big win.
Oh, Big Daddy Mark accepts your open challenge.
Maybe it should be Stanley Dragowski, the Polish luchador. I know him if you want me to get in
The road to TNA Genesis starts for me Friday. Rahway, New Jersey, WrestlePro. I'm a goddamn legend making my return.
Oh, I got that picture. Hold on. I have it, in
people
here.
up.
Brian. There you go. There's the
infamous Rahway Rec Center.
Look at the top guy in
Friday,
WrestlePro.
January 17th.
Look at that.
So,
CPA.
Hey, I'm going to hang out with the Outrunners, bro. Try to get the rub.
Look at this match.
Fatal 4-way. The Dark Order's own Alex Reynolds. Vargas Cheeseburger versus the most professional wrestler. Friday, January 17th. WrestlePalooza. WrestlePro. The next day, I will be flying to Dallas because it is time for Genesis. TNA Genesis live on pay-per-view. Come check it out, man. Big historic event. And actually, guys, I do think Saturday when I fly in, I'm going to hit that big old Toy Store and vlog.
Oh,
Dallas Vintage
finally.
Toys?
Yes.
Please.
That's cool because then we'll have one from each of us in there.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Trifecta.
And then Ethan Page did one on there, so there's like, man,
I can't wait to see what vintage Star Wars graded figure you end up buying, Brian.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get a graded Beldar.
He's good, but they have graded Hasbro, so he might enjoy that.
Ooh, he's going to love it.
All right.
AEW is in Cincinnati Wednesday and
Glitched.
Thursday, but by the time you hear this, it's already over.
Oh,
so
okay. You're
sorry.
doubling up.
And then I'm hanging out in the weekend.
Good
All right,
you.
guys.
Probably, I'm not even kidding, watching you guys wrestle. So
Oh, thanks, man.
Mark, maybe you could accept the open challenge. Well,
I said,
TK
Hold
yelled.
on. Imagine.
Stanley Dragowski will do it. I don't know
The
if you know.
air just comes out of the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Hey, I got a big pop the last time, pal. I came out with Vince McMahon. You know, remember?
Yeah. Ooh.
I remember.
All right, we're out of time.
See ya.
1, 2, 3.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.